If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Steers in the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motive. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, cute as could be. You can watch it on YouTube with viewing for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Leroy. Goosies galore. One win away, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, the rats have infested Edmonton. They all sat there yesterday. All their faces, they were in disbelief. Goal after goal after goal in the second period, and it just washed over them. We got no shot against this Cats team. No shot against this Cats team. What a night. Leroy, what a night. They tried to take out Barkov, and you know what happened? He took them out.
You know what was one of the most impressive things? Did you see when they showed pictures of Emirates Bank Arena?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell where the game was being played.
It was Goosies, dude.
It was crazy.
Goosies on top of Goosies on top of Goosies on top of Goosies.
You think they were looking for some retaliation?
Dude, it was a beautiful thing to see. I mean, that it is quite the thing to see a franchise and fan base shell shocked. But when they hit the horn at the end of the second, they were like, "Oh, it's done." And yeah, cute little comeback, but you knew. Wow,
it's easy.
It's easy. Because even with Connor McDavid setting him up right there, point blank, who's going to get by Bob?
Because who's going to get past Bob? Like, that's the real question.
Nobody, dude. Nobody. Man is on his way to a Conn Smythe. What a performance. What a team performance, Leroy.
It really was. I got to tell you, very impressive. And like, the only thing that was crazy was, did you see the Oiler grandma cheering for the Panthers when the Panthers scored?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with what that is, and I think Marcos can also attest to this. She had Reinhart first goal chili pepper.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. She's quite clearly. He got Reinhart plus 600 for the first goal.
I know a degenerate when I see
I know a degenerate when I see.
Was that crazy?
Everybody,
and nobody said nothing on TV. I'm like, wait a minute.
They go right to Oilers grandma. I'm like, oh, she just got her Golden Corral money for the week. She's good, baby. I know that look all too well. You get first goal scorer. You get a little chili pepper on Rhino.
Hey, I don't want to put nothing on, but I got 3 games to win money, baby.
Yeah, you do in that sense. Your Dallas bet not looking so good.
Yeah.
Dallas isn't looking so good, but the Panthers are going to make up for it, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
This puppy's over. I mean, look, we told you at the end of game 2, we've taken away the top hats and monocles. There was going to be nothing gentlemanly about this. And I mean, they just throttled them. They kicked their ass. You know, they tried to get a little froggy, and Matthew Tkachuk and Sam Bennett put an end to that bleep. We go 4-on-4, which they're like, oh, this is woo-hoo. Like the Oilers thought, woo-hoo, like it's gonna go good for them. And then immediately Rhino scores, and they're just
By the way,
yeah.
You don't have to be such an ass when I ask a legitimate hockey question.
Oh my God, you're such a vibe killer, though.
Wait.
You're such a vibe killer.
I never seen a person who's supposed to be my friend sending me an emoji. Just the emoji showed disgust. like the emoji was like, "We're doing this now."
Like he's got to ask me hockey rules now.
I mean, it was a valid question.
Excuse me, good sir, is icing available on the 4-on-4? I'm just like, oh my God, Rhino just scored, and he's asking me rule questions.
That was good. That was good.
But wait, the more you watch the game, the more you become a fan of the game. There's little things that happen during the course of the game. You have questions.
How great was that? Almost when they had the empty net, like it was inches away.
Oh my God! Oh, I needed that was close.
I told Marcos last night though. We almost had a mush situation in the Tobin household.
You went to sleep?
No. So I'm watching last night, and I like the kids were like, hey, can we watch? I'm like, you guys got stuff tomorrow, like. You know, I'm gonna
out. What are you talking about?
I got stuff like you know, my daughter's gonna. I'm like, you're gonna watch the clincher. Like we're all gonna watch it on Saturday night together, obviously, like we did game 1. But you know, my wife, like I said, my wife's not a big sports fan. Okay,
she almost mushed it.
She almost mushed it, dude.
Oh,
she almost mushed it. All right, she's not listening, but like she almost mushed it because Panthers up 4-1. All right, we got this puppy. It looks like you know, nothing. So you know, she's like, you know, I think she's reading a book or something. She just finished. This woman's a speed reader. She's already read like 4 books this summer. I'm like, what are you doing? But she finishes her book. She comes out. You know, she's like, what are you watching? You watch Panthers? I'm like, yeah. You haven't heard me screaming and say F Edmonton? Like you haven't. You know what I'm doing. And so she just sits there on the couch, and then all of a sudden. 4-2. Nico Mikkola own goal, basically. They deflected off him. I was like, what the hell is that goal?
So, okay.
This is how they score?
At this point, are you giving her the... Or are you just
I was
like
no bigs. No bigs.
Okay,
I was like, no bigs.
Yeah.
Then 4-3 happened.
Okay,
like, and you know, listen, let me explain something to you. Can I tell you something?
After that, dude.
I don't know if you're white, because my wife's not a sports fan either. And she doesn't necessarily understand the term mush, right? And she doesn't understand, no, not right now. You can't, no, not right now.
Yeah.
And so she gets mad.
She's like asking me questions about the weekend. Like,
she can ask you questions, but like, I can't ask you questions pertaining to the.
She wasn't asking me about icing. I would have gladly answered that.
No, you didn't answer it to me,
dude. She's sitting there. She goes, you know, I think we might go. I might take the kids to see a movie tomorrow. I'm like, you want to get? She's like, do you want us to wait for you? I'm like, there's 4 minutes left. There's 4 minutes left. You've already given up 2 goals. You're -2 on the couch right now. That's what you started talking about.
Wait, you gave her a plus minus.
No, of course. This is all just screaming in my head. I'm not saying -1. I'm going to say, I was whatever you think, sweetheart. No, the words that I come out were very supportive and nice. But in my head, I'm thinking, -2. She's -2.
Hey, I got the same thing. But it's my mother-in-law with a French accent.
Oh, dude.
So I gotta like concentrate. You know,
is she rooting for Canada or is she rooting for the Panthers?
No, she roots for the Panthers.
All right.
Nice.
Go Panthers. Wow. And then she goes, "You staying home tomorrow? Would you like me to fix you some breakfast?" I'm like, 4-2. I'm not thinking about breakfast right now.
I can't
Right?
eat. I can't think.
Here's the problem.
And last night was one of those nights I did not get to sleep. You know,
Oh.
when your team wins a big game in the playoffs, it's the hardest thing in the world for me to get to sleep. I was up
Really?
to like 2 a.m. Yeah, I couldn't. I
Really?
was too jacked up. All I wanted to do was watch. I'm just like scrolling. I'm watching Panthers celebrations. I'm like
like the opposite.
Oh, dude, no.
Dude, we won the Rose Bowl, and I took a nap on the way back to the hotel.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That is
with the trophy in my hand.
Man.
Like, because they go, how can you sleep? I say, because when we get home, we go act when we get back to the hotel, we go act a damn fool. So I'm getting ready.
Let's get to some headlines here, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. Hey, so yeah, so you almost had to. So now, when your favorite team is playing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's getting to that crunch time, because they don't know the difference between crunch time and kickoff, right? Or first time and first puck drop. Only you know the intensity of the moment. And so when she sits down, now you got to like start evaluating and putting.
I will explain to her on Saturday because we were going to watch as a family. I'm going to be like, "This is for the. This is."
She can't sit in that spot. You got to put the kids there. She got to sit
like
different
as long as we start off together. I don't.
No,
it's a reset for me.
Here's why.
Because they won. They won.
Wait. Let me explain to you.
They won.
Let me explain to you. Non-sports watchers have the attention span of a gnat when it comes to watching sports. So if she sits down and the Panthers go up 2, and then she gets bored and gets up, and then Edmonton scores, you're gonna now have to tell her to get back in her seat.
Because we watched together. We already did this for game 1. We all watched together. She's not gonna do that.
She watched the whole game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've already done this for game 1. But for game 4, we're complete, and they didn't lose. So she's not a mush, but I thought it. I
was really excited to watch Panthers because I was watching golf and it just stopped.
Golf?
Yeah, usually like most channels when the golf goes over time, they keep showing the golf till everybody gets done. They just stopped and it wasn't on TV anywhere.
I had never been so annoyed to see fighting because I was like watching ESPN. I was like going over to sports. And I'm like, PFL, really? Now?
Dude, it's the middle of the night. They figured they could show it safely.
Sports Center. Get this out of here.
You gotta go ESPN too.
I know, but I didn't. I was just trying to figure things out.
Yeah, very, very excited. That onslaught of goals. Like once they got 2, I was hyped. But then the other ones, holy smokes. And I'm telling you, is it frightening for you as it is for me when they give up all them breakaways? They give up the Panthers, not goals, but just guys going one-on-one with Bob. I get Bob stops most of them.
Yeah.
But it happens a lot, doesn't it seem? It seems like it happens 3 or 4 times.
I mean, the shots were crazy. As Edmonton put a lot on them, but I mean, the one look McDavid had, like I saw the look that he had. Like we had that same look against Shesterkin, where it was like, oh, you're just frustrated because McDavid tries to get Bob point blank and he can't do it, and you're just like, oh, he's getting frustrated. He's getting frustrated because Bob is just stopping everything.
I love the way they say on the way you got to beat Bob is high by his ear. Like it's just that easy to get it right where you want.
Yeah, hey, congratulations! What a
meanwhile, some guy's got a weapon behind you, swacking like this at the puck.
Yeah, I've heard this too. You got to beat Bob high. I'm sorry, I didn't realize goalies were Dikembe Mutombo. The rest of them, I've watched a lot. Yeah, top shelf. It's hard. It's hard.
Especially with that annoying defender whacking at you with a stick.
I tell you what's got to be annoying for Bob. He goes, "Hey, this guy's sitting on me."
Yeah, right.
Corey Perry sitting on him, and then he's mother bleeping the referees. He won't shut up, and the guy has to go, "Edmonton, sit down. Edmonton, sit down." That guy was freaking out, and meanwhile, he's using Bob like a Barker lounge. The Barker, whatever. It doesn't matter.
You get it.
You get it, dude. You get it.
Bob Barker.
Get the final call from last night.
Indeed.
Let's hear Doug Plagans on the Panthers Radio Network, 560 WQM.
4-3, the Panthers in front. Ekblad here on the near side continues to hold it. What strength he's showing here down to our right. The near corner, the Oilers come up with a pass to the line, and it's to nobody all the way down to our left. It rolls. The final seconds tick away, and the Panthers take game 3 by a 4-3 final score. The Panthers lead the Stanley Cup final 3-0.
Inching closer and closer are the Panthers.
The Panthers are 1 win away from hockey's ultimate prize.
I think they're on the verge of the first sweep, in 26 years?
Wow, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
It's been a long time.
Oh, hey, the Heat were on Get Up this morning.
The Heat?
Yeah. They were,
About what?
and I got it right, by the way. I'm gonna say
Trivia.
Oh, trivia question.
The last question, if
1998.
Boston wins tonight, or if they win a championship, they will win 80 games, including playoffs. Who was the last team to do it?
It
So
was the Heat.
yeah,
2013.
and I did 2013, 2012, 2013. I said it right away. I'm like, it had to be the Heat. They won 66 games and won a championship that year. So it has to be 16 and that's 82. And that's what it was, 82-23.
They love Heat trivia on that show, apparently.
Yep.
Won't talk about them during the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Won't talk about
Bam was on it.
All right, we'll take a quick break. If you guys want to get in, you got cat fever. 305-567
waiting
0560. 305-567-0560. If you are, having the conditions, you're feeling a little like Barkov,
this rain ain't helping either.
305-567-0560. We celebrate the cats. We'll hear from your cats. All parties involved as your Panthers are 1 win away from hoisting the Stanley Cup. Back after this. You rascals. Tobin and Leroy take you up until 2 here on the program. Florida Panthers win last night, Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final over Edmonton, 4-3. They are up 3-0 in the series. Sam Reinhart, Sam Bennett, Vladimir Tarasenko, and Aleksander Barkov, they all lit the lamp for the Cats. Sergei Bobrovsky getting it done once again. 32 saves last night for Bob. He has been tremendous this entire series. That continued yesterday, and then, of course, had a big one that really, it could have been a catastrophic comeback. And, but he was, but who was there with that leg? There he was, Sergei. Justin, what's going on, man? How you feeling this morning?
Sorry, guys. How y'all doing?
Oh, you don't sound so good, buddy. Are you okay?
Wow, dude, you okay?
I got a little Barkov.
Oh, man, I've heard of that before.
My case was so severe that my friends decided to send me from Atlanta to Sunrise, and they didn't send me to the hospital. They sent me to Emirates Bank Arena for some reason.
Why would
I went there last Saturday, and I went to the will call and asked them to diagnose me, and they they said I'm diagnosed with a little bit of cancer.
Let's go! I hope you feel better, Justin. I hope you feel better. Did you see it spike last night?
Oh, I did. A lot of my friends were at an Emirates Bank Arena too, not a hospital, and they said they were suffering from severe cases. I mean, with every goal, it seemed like the illness was getting worse and worse. But it's just, I guess it's contagious. It's sweeping the whole Broward County. So.
It is. It's a pandemic. It's a pandemic, buddy.
That's actually. I mean, I'm telling you what. I was impressed by the hockey, but I was extremely impressed with the fact that Emirates Bank looked full.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy because, when you say this is an event town, that means that if the event is not here, people are not going to show up. And you can't say that because that place was packed.
It was jumping, man. It was jumping. All right, Justin. Well, I hope you don't feel better, and I hope your case gets worse. I hope your case gets worse come tomorrow night, buddy.
I hope you don't feel better.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There you go, Justin. Big time Panthers fan. Has cat fever. Oh, our old friend Smitty. What's going on, Smitty?
No, rats on the ice, baby. Rats on the ice.
Yeah.
Man, hey, two quick questions. First, was that the same kid that was behind the Rangers bench without the shirt? Was he behind the Panthers bench last night?
I believe he made the trip.
Yeah, he made the trip. Bryson made the trip.
He did indeed.
Yeah, I think it was.
Excellent. And then you were talking about your wife. I'm watching the game. I'm screaming. I'm yelling goal. There's no one else over here because I got to call everyone to yell anything. And the wife's sitting in the room, laying in the bed, reading a book. Hey, I'm trying to read. And I turned around and looked at her. I was like, babe, I love you, but you better go in another room right now.
All right, Smitty, take care.
Hey,
let's go.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If she's reading the book, what the noise got to do with it? Concentrate on your book.
Yeah. Focus.
You ain't got to hear the book.
I'm like, you know what Bob does?
Focus.
Here was Sergei Bobrovsky yesterday. Our guy. He is having an incredible run. Probably playing his way into the Hall of Fame with this.
Wow.
Incredible.
Well, think about this. He could have three Vezinas.
Yep.
He's gonna have a Stanley Cup championship.
And might have the MVP.
You think he'll get the MVP?
It's gonna be him or Barkey.
Okay.
It's gonna be him or Barkey. You think somebody else?
I mean, I was thinking
the odds right now.
Huh?
I think it's got to be him. He had great saves.
I'm pretty sure Bob is the favorite right now.
I'm pretty sure Bob is the favorite, but what about Rodriguez?
Rodriguez will be in there for sure for scoring. He's got 3 goals, but I think they're gonna go. Bob's got a shutout,
Right. You know what's amazing? It's amazing they talk about how when they say, "Oh, Tkachuk hasn't really done much," I'm like, "Have you been watching?" Have you been watching these games?
Yeah, I thought, he got his first point yesterday setting up
Right.
Sam.
But
I thought that he was I thought that like he really picked it up as when Barkey got hurt in game 2. I thought that
Right.
like and Bob said this too, he showed real leadership in that moment, and I thought picked up the slack.
But I think they can't appreciate that like we can, right? Because we know what he does, and it's not necessarily scoring all the time.
Crazy. Let's hear from Bobrovsky. He said the Oilers were a challenge in game 3.
Yeah, they are a very skillful offensive team. They smart guys, and they're gonna make plays. It's you just focus on each and every moment, and it's a fun challenge. It's a fun challenge to play against them because they bring the best and they make smart plays. And I think opponent made a very smart play to pass to him. So it was a great challenge.
Bob is overwhelming favorite right now. He's -500, minus 400. Barkey, because I do think, who was the JV? You can put that chat up. Who said if Barkey scores another goal, I do think he can get back in the mix. So if you like the value on Barkey, Barkey gives you a couple goals. Let's say Panthers win a high scoring affair to clinch this thing, which I don't think but it's possible. It's possible.
Right.
Let's say Barkey scores a couple, they win 4-3 again. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you like the value on it, there's no value on Bob right now. He's the overwhelming favorite, but Barkey's plus 400, plus 450 in some places. Then everybody else, Rodriguez is plus 10,000. Kachuk plus 1,000. Those are really their only two candidates. They're telling you. In fact, Connor McDavid has better odds than any other Panther besides Aleksander Barkov right now. Which,
I mean, you can't win the MVP of SWEEP.
You can't. Yeah, I know, but it is odd that that's the case. Like, what if Matthew Kachuk scored 6 goals? Like, no, there's only 2. Bob, Barkey.
Now, do they do playoffs or just Stanley Cup?
I think it's Stanley Cup.
Okay, so right, all right.
I think it's Stanley
because
Cup.
even if it was playoffs, Bob would be even more of a favorite, right?
He's been awesome.
Yeah,
he's been awesome. He has been awesome. But Aleksander Barkov are the only people that really have anything there, and so get in if you think Barkey's got some value there. But it does.
I'm good. My
chili
peppers are marinating right now.
Here is more from Sergei. He says we have to enjoy the moment.
We don't think about too much ahead of ourselves. We're just staying with the moment and enjoy the moment.
Focus. You know what that is right there? Focus. We'll hear from the captain yesterday. We were, wasn't even a question that he was going to play this man. What a badass. And then he ends up having the goal that is the difference in this one on the break from Rodriguez. Barkov on being 1 win away.
It's you don't really, obviously it's there for us, but you don't think about it. You can't think about it. All you have to do is just take like one moment at a time. And right now we gotta enjoy this win. And we know we battled really hard today, and we had a good win. And I would just enjoy this. Tomorrow we need to recover and get ready for the game. So that's about it. Like we never think too much ahead.
Yeah. Oh man.
Conn Smythe goes to the playoff MVP.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I know. I'm like, right. So, but hey, when you hear him talk, who's he sound like? Luka.
Yes, I guess Finland, Slovenia.
Yeah, no, Finland, a Finnish.
I told you we're little Finland.
You did say that.
We're little Finland. We got the 4 Finns.
Whoa, nice.
Oh, fins up.
Yep.
No.
Well, we can't say that anymore.
Can't
say it anymore.
We can't say that.
No, you can say it. The Dolphins just can't use it as a slogan anymore, officially.
Oh, because of
greedy Jimmy Buffett's estate.
Wow, man, what is this world coming to?
I'm saying, right, dude?
We can't even talk. Like you can't even say.
You can't even talk anymore.
It's paying homage to the person who created the saying. All right, whatever. Like, come
Sparky's saying job's not done according to Rojas. Hey, job's not done. It's not done. But you see the Stanley Cup tweet out last night? I'm going to be in the building.
You know they're gonna show it too. They're gonna show it before the game.
You think our boy, what's that guy's name? Mike what the hell was that dude's name? Bassick?
I don't know. The
You
guy
think he's got
that
some
brought
new-
it in.
Yeah, he's got some new gloves. He's got some new gloves.
Oh yeah, they change gloves all the time.
Yeah, Michael Bolt. Yeah.
Keeper of the cup.
The problem is that, you know what's funny? I hate saying this. There's people in our building that will come and take a picture with the Stanley Cup. And if you ask them what it was, they wouldn't know what it is.
Let me tell you something right now, dude. If the Stanley Cup was in here, we used it to pick up some leaks from the roof.
What are we doing?
I'm telling you, man.
Man.
Crazy. All right.
Anybody working on it?
Oh, there are people working on it. I can't.
I mean, at one point, if you keep having leaks in the same spot, is it a faulty build?
Yeah, probably.
This guy's working on it.
Like they should.
I don't want him working on it.
I saw with them taking when they had to take the soaked little squares out. I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Does anyone feel strange about the rooftop bar we have too? Is that safe?
I don't know.
I wouldn't trust it.
Well, you don't have to worry about people being in it now.
We'll take a quick break. Hear more from your Panthers. We're celebrating also some Dolphins news yesterday. If you guys want to get in, 305-567-0560.
Wait. How about we didn't get your Dolphins news. How about your boy?
Who?
Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, he got that munion.
This hour of Tobin
Baby, I like your song.
Welcome back, Tobin and Leroy. Take you up until 2. A couple notes here. First off, Heat fans, you guys can experience a behind-the-scenes tour of the Calais Center from June 24th to September 27th. Home of the 3-time NBA champion Miami Heat. The guided tour includes VIP areas such as the Heat locker room, training facilities, arena suites, and lounges, and the media control room. Plus, tour ticket holders get a 10% discount at the Miami Heat store. For more info, go to CalaiCenter.com/all-access-tours. Also, Leroy, can we get a golf update? It is day 2 of the U.S. Open, brought to us by the Edwin Watts Golf Shops. Get there.
All right. To finish the day yesterday, Rory and Patrick Cantlay were at 5 under. Rory is currently at 3 under. He's 2 over on the day.
Freshly not divorced, Rory McIlroy.
Yes.
Yeah.
The old takesy backsies.
Ludwig Oberg is second. Hadn't teed off yet. Matthew Pavon is at 3 under with Rory.
Is Koepka in this thing?
Oh, he is at, because he wouldn't talk to the media, so everybody's having a fit.
Why would he talk to the media?
He's watching the Panthers.
He didn't feel like he's even par.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, he's not out of it anyway, but he bogeyed 3 of the last 4 holes.
But let me ask you this. Do you think Koepka takes a dive so he can just go to Edmonton?
Edmonton, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Too important?
My
Yeah,
goodness.
because
he got that live money.
No,
He got
but
that
here's,
money on,
no,
bro.
but here's the deal though.
You need the,
These live guys only have a couple of opportunities to show their value in tournaments where they get to play with the PGA Tour guys.
Fair, but
So
Leroy?
they're not no chance.
Only
No
one cup?
chance. Plus, Brooks Koepka, he's a major guy. That's all he wins is majors.
I understand, but like,
No. Dude, are you crazy? You know, for your profession, you're gonna tank so you can go watch somebody else.
All you gotta do is tank. Like, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Golf's a very hard sport. You told me it was a hard course. Who's gonna know? You know, you just lip one out. Okay, let me ask you this.
You do realize what you're asking, right?
Can I ask you this?
No,
Can I ask
you do realize what you're asking of a competitor, right?
Okay,
And just so we know, so we're clear, you understand what you're asking a
I
guy that's
understand.
been
I know
his
it's sad.
entire life to be here.
All right, where is he right now? What's this? Brooks Koepka is
He's 5 shots out of the lead, and he hasn't teed off yet.
okay. 5 shots out of the lead,
Which is nothing.
There's no ways in
It's nothing. It's nothing. But let's just say let's just say it starts off a rough day, right? And he's like 10 shots off the lead. And you got
to be kidding me.
You got one.
I'm
all you
not
gotta
even.
do-
I'm not.
You got a choice. You can either miss this putt, and I could go watch my cats, or I
no
could
chance.
play for
No,
6th place.
no.
Right.
Play for 6th.
No.
I'm
Keep
looking out
in
for
mind, here's the other thing that you have to realize. A lot of these guys, depending on where they finish for these events, get into other events. They automatically qualify for them, and it doesn't matter whether they're on tour or not.
There's only one cup, baby.
Oh my goodness!
By the way, speaking of the parking cone, did you see that hit that he laid last night?
Can I just say this?
Woo.
You have disgusted me and aggravated me before.
Why?
This is a new low even for you.
The integrity of golf? That's what
No.
that's what gets you?
The integrity of who you are.
Who was
Like you're asking, what if I said somebody on your favorite team? What do I say? You know what? Jimmy says, you know what? We're out of it. I'm just gonna tank and then go.
You did that with the
was gonna
Miami
say,
Open. That's what everybody was like. Jimmy, you were at the Miami Open all day drinking.
No, but what if he did in the play? What if he did in the playoffs? You're down 3-1, and he goes, you know, we ain't gonna win nothing.
He has to have a ring already.
Dennis
If
Rodman
D
was
Wade,
the
if D
but
Wade,
again, see, you're setting parameters. No,
because
what I'm asking you,
never won a
no.
major,
I don't care what the circumstances are.
He's a very accomplished
Wait,
golfer.
if Jimmy Butler were down 3-1,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, you know what? We ain't gonna win this. I'm gonna take it so I can go watch my friend play tennis. How would you feel?
Has he won 2 U.S. Opens?
No, it doesn't matter.
That's where you're not a grown up because it matters.
No,
It's
it
different.
doesn't.
If
It
Koepka
doesn't matter
never
that
won, I
you
wouldn't
did
bring
it
it up.
already.
Oh, it matters, dude. It
No, it
matters. He's
doesn't.
won it twice. He's been there, done that. Cats.
You still didn't answer my question though. You see how
I obviously wouldn't like it, but here's a couple differences.
Okay.
Couple differences that I
No,
think.
wait. So this is your theory.
Hear me out. I heard you out. You hear me out.
No. I'm just saying this real quick. This is your theory. If you won it already, it's no big deal if you win it again.
It's a couple things. One, yes. Two, individual sport.
So again,
You're not letting anybody down other than yourself.
but you're still the competitor that you are.
Yeah, but it's like Jimmy doing that with a team different. You understand. It's different.
So why does Tiger keep playing?
Stealing money. I told you that yesterday.
He doesn't like hockey.
No,
Like
but
if,
I'm saying
if he had
in
another
general,
hobby,
in general, why does Tiger keep playing?
He's
He's accomplished everything he needs to accomplish. Why does he keep grinding and playing?
Oh, very simple. His father raised him to be a golf cyborg, and he liked two things: golf and ladies. That's it.
So and what if Brooks Koepka loves golf that way too?
He loves the Panthers, though.
I've never
No,
seen
dude. If you have a chance of doing it yourself or watching somebody else as a competitor, you're going to do it yourself.
Who was that guy who canceled his concert to go see the Wildcats? Was
That's
it
not.
Eric
That's not. That's not.
It was Eric Church.
That's not competing, dude. That's
whatever. He's one of the most famous country artists. That's what he loves to do. That's his passion.
Yep.
And that's even more selfish because he's canceling on people. All I'm asking Koepka to do, if he's not in contention, and only if he's not in contention.
To see the Tar Heels.
All I'm saying is, Leroy? If you're not gonna win,
I can't.
If you're not gonna win,
I'm not.
All I'm saying is, cut, no cut.
I'm not.
What if he was like 20th, right? He's got no shot. But my back.
You can't just like walk off. You have to fake an injury. You can't just, guys.
Well, Leroy really was disgusted by me saying take a dive and intentionally miss a putt. But what if an injury flares up?
Oh my goodness.
Flares up.
There is no chance. Like, what is wrong with you?
Whatever, dude. He's such a competitor. He took that live money, didn't he?
Look at that.
He took that live money, didn't he?
Yeah, to make as much money as possible.
All right. Well, listen, he's got that money. He's got that money on. So you go out there and you go watch your cats.
I'm banning you from saying that. Please don't say that
again.
Koepka? All right, I won't bring it up again. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Sorry, I had the audacity to say.
And you know what? On Twitch, Twitch said it right. Why do I fall for it? You can't possibly believe this. You can't think that this is okay.
He's not gonna win. What else does he have to do? He's got the money. He's got the respect.
He's got everything.
Question. What if he wins? Then what are you gonna say?
What if he wins?
Hell of a week.
He's not out of it.
Bring the U.S. Open trophy to the parade next week.
He's not out of it.
It's way out of it. Dude.
No, he's not.
5
with 3 rounds to play.
3 rounds, Jesus, long tournament.
Yes,
I'm talking today.
It's 4 days.
Can he miss a day?
I understand, but like but I'm just saying, like, let's say it's the difference between one shot and being 20th. You know, how many people make the cut?
60 in ties.
60. Okay, let's say he's 61st. Okay, and he can make an eagle to
First of
make.
all, you're making it sound like he could just do what he want out there. That's what makes this golf course so damn hard. You can't.
He's got a chance to he's got a gimme for an eagle.
He makes
do it.
He makes it and makes the cut. Yeah.
I don't know. See my cats.
Like I don't. Here's what I can't understand. Why am I having this conversation with you? You're not a competitor.
That's not true. I am a competitor.
No, you're not. Not to that level.
You don't know that. I compete in things.
Competitive eating.
Yep. Just competitive silly stuff.
If you were a competitor, there's no way in hell you would think that is okay. No.
Are you more of a fan or a competitor? Because if you're a competitor, you stay. If you're a fan,
but you guys aren't like you guys are making this thing like it's his first chance. Like if it was Ricky Fowler, obviously he's not.
It doesn't matter whether it's your first chance or your 50th chance. Doesn't matter if you have 3 or 4 of them already.
You don't really have a chance. You don't really have a chance.
But you can't say that at this point. That's my point.
I'm saying at the end of the round, he knows he doesn't have a chance.
Well, he'll know he doesn't have a chance if he misses the cut.
But that's my point. Like barely making the cut, Well, watch your cats.
If you barely make the cut, you got a chance. In this tournament, yes.
No, that's not true.
Barely make the cut. I'm out of here.
I'm gonna look to see who's 60th.
Wait, guess what?
Hmm?
Just to prove my point.
Yep.
Last week on the LPGA, a
Mhm.
girl made the cut on the number and ended up winning the tournament because she shot 60 on the final day.
You made that up. It didn't happen.
No, it did.
Just made that up.
Dude, I promise you.
Sure. Okay, dude.
I'm telling you.
You know what? And so you know what? I also saw somebody knock somebody out no look in a Russian MMA league last night too.
Did you?
No, of course I made that up. But he wouldn't know that.
Oh, wait, I'll give you the details when we
LPGA.
go to break and come back, and then apologize to me.
I'm not gonna apologize.
Okay. Why? Because my story is accurate.
Because it's ridiculous.
It happened.
What's the name of the tournament you won?
Is it ShopRite? ShopRite.
Oh,
I'll pull it up. It happened last week.
Oh, of course, the ShopRite Classic.
Oh,
It happened last week.
Come on, dude.
Look, Marcos, pull it up.
Dude thinks Xander Schauffele's going to give up
No.
a 60 place lead.
All right, I have the leaderboard for the ShopRite.
Last week? Was that last week?
Yes.
Okay, and who won?
Strom.
Yes. Now pull up her story. She shot 60 on the last day,
I don't care
and
about
she
her
made the
story.
cut on the number.
Is she a Panthers fan?
Nope, not a Panthers fan.
I don't care.
Not a Panthers fan.
Not relevant to this discussion.
That's true.
But wait, you said you accused me of not telling the truth, and I did. It's an accurate story.
Has she won the U.S. Open?
She has never won the U.S. Open.
Okay, then
That was
that's
her
not
first
relevant.
win.
Not relevant to the.
I think that was her first win.
I'm not asking a Brooks Koepka, a baby Brooks to do this.
Shoots 11 under 60 to overcome 7-stroke deficits. Wins ShopRite LPGA Classic by a shot. It's almost certain that no one, especially Brooks Koepka, would ever be able to do this again. So he might as well go to Panthers game. Look, the article says it all right there. This will never be repeated. So.
Here, being 5 shots out with 3 rounds to go is not the winner of this term is going to be right around even par.
What are the odds for Brooks Koepka? I put a little scratch on him.
His odds, I bet you are 700-800.
Leaves putting some money on him.
Well, now because I don't want to come back Monday and he's the U.S. Open champion.
Okay.
See,
whoa.
If Leroy is telling me it can happen, maybe he's motivated by the cap.
He's not anywhere near the cut line, and he hasn't teed off yet today.
Well, we're near the break line. We got to take a break.
Yeah, I'd like to break.
Back after this.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Let's get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford. Leroy is muted. Try again,
We know
Leroy.
trucks.
There you go. The Panthers 1 win away from the Stanley Cup. Game 4 tomorrow night. You can hear that right here on 560 WQAM. 8 o'clock is your puck drop. And the Cats will try and close this puppy out. Brooms in hand. I believe Brooms made it across customs for their flight. So ready to finish this thing off. They win last night 4-3 and showed no mercy in that second period. It was delicious. Loved it. You got Paul Maurice from last night?
Yes, I do indeed.
Love Paul Maurice. Glasses, cool customer.
Indeed.
Has it together. Panthers.
Well, you have to have a plan, and that plan can't come in yesterday. Right? You're very careful about walking into the room as a coach with something they haven't heard before at this time of the year. So we would have talked about our recovery post-game, and they've done that, not just in the playoffs. In the regular season, we have a plan. And I'm looking forward to going to bed. So I'm going to keep my focus on that, enjoy the heck out of it. Fortunate enough to wake up, I got a plan for tomorrow. And then I'm not looking anywhere past that.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to get after it with the celebration.
Yeah. He's going to be like shirtless.
Tell him. Down. What's going on there?
Leroy?
Hey, man, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing over there, Frog Boy? You confused based on your shirt today?
I am confused as to why Leroy isn't participating in Vice Shirt Friday.
Yeah, what's going on with that? It's
I
Vice
am
Shirt Friday.
confused.
Where's your Vice shirt? You're wearing a Michigan shirt? This Leroy, a greedy year. He's gonna have a Panthers championship and a Michigan championship. Greedy Leroy.
And
I was gonna wear my Panther sweatshirt. It was too hot.
It's fair.
So the Cats, we'll get back into them in just a bit, but there was a lot of Dolphins news yesterday. A lot of Dolphins news yesterday. All right, so first off, the Dolphins signed Calais Campbell.
I'm happy to be here. This is a dream come true to be able to play in my hometown where I went to college, and I'm a Giant.
But don't forget about it.
I'm so excited that the PJ Tucker Doc Rivers bit now can extend out to the Calais Campbell bit.
It's a Giant.
Yeah, very excited about this move. I love Calais Campbell. You know, in my Jags era, my two favorite players were Jalen Ramsey and Calais Campbell, and now they're both on the Dolphins. So
he will you know what he'll do that Christian Wilkins didn't do as much of? Take up space, right? Like Christian Wilkins was lightning fast, played all over the field, but Calais Campbell is going to take up space. So you got him and Sealer pushing up the middle. That means those outside guys should get pretty good numbers, whoever's out there.
Yeah. I mean, and he had pretty good numbers for his age. I mean, he's going to be 38 before the season. It's pretty crazy. But he was 6.5 sacks last year. Was one of the most effective pass rushers even for the Falcons. He's a moose. He's like 6'8".
You know what you can't.
terrifying.
You know what you can't coach. 6'8", 300.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can't coach that.
He's an absolute terror. He's a monster. I mean, like, and he's been doing this. He's durable. You know, has been.
He is a big. And guess what? He's one of those guys at this stage in his career can sign wherever he wants to.
Yep.
Right. And so it's really cool that he decided to come down here. I hadn't even considered him when I was thinking of what guys could the Dolphins sign to shore up that D line until everybody gets there. And basically what they did was they signed a guy that is going to, you know, throughout the year is going to be part of a rotation to keep them fresh.
As Anthony, and he's reunited with Anthony Weaver, so knows him, knows the system, and then you know, as Anthony Weaver said, the second tsunami. This is your second tsunami wave right here. Moose.
Hey, he doesn't move like a tsunami, though, right?
I mean, like a big wave.
He's tall. He's as tall as a tsunami.
Calais, what do you think about being part of the tsunami defense?
Wave 2, baby. Wave 2.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I mean, like, it's a really cool story, and I'm excited about it. Also, from old to young, Chop Robinson signed his rookie deal with the Dolphins yesterday, so the entire draft class is signed up.
All right,
cool for Chop Robinson.
The only person left is Tua, and guess what?
Yep.
Let me ask you a question, and I'm going to ask this, and I know what the answer is, but I just to get some bearing on, you know, what's going to happen. You want Trevor Lawrence or Tua?
I want Tua.
Okay.
I want Tua.
Trevor just got $275.
He got 5 years, $275 million, $200 million guaranteed, $142 at signing. His average is $55 million, which is tops with Joe Burrow.
See? So, and it might even be bigger.
So he gets his deal. Obviously, I'm sure Tua's representatives look at that because Tua's numbers were better than Trevor Lawrence's last year. They quite frankly were better the year before that, which was Trevor Lawrence's best year, which was his second year. And Tua matched him basically in stats other than yards and missed 4 games. But touchdowns, samesies, Tua had a better rating that year. Tua's been a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
Tua's been a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence came in with all the promise that Tua did, if not more, of a can't-miss guy. And really all he's got is 6'6", and he has a playoff win, but epic collapse by the Chargers. His division that he won that year, garbage AFC South. Second place team had 7 wins. He had 2 teams with seven game losing streaks in that division. And look, good for him. I'm not hating on Trevor Lawrence getting his money. He deserves his money. I just think that if he gets his money and the Dolphins are quibbling over Tua, it's stupid. I mean, I don't know what we're doing.
It's not going to get cheaper.
And Tua had the money quote when I was on vacation, which was, the market is the market. Like, I don't know what we're doing here. Like, you guys didn't want, okay, the Dolphins, I understand them not paying him last year on an early jump because he was coming off a concussion. I understand not wanting to invest long-term. He played the entire season. He proved himself. And you've just seen 2 quarterbacks who he is at the least on par with, but in my opinion, better than, get money in this market that he should get. And the idea that there's even a question about this is crazy.
Here, they're falling for it again. The Dolphins are falling for it again. That is that you wait and wait and wait till it costs you so much to re-sign a player, right? And it happened with Christian Wilkins, and now it's happening with Tua, but you can't just let Tua go. So it's gonna be crazy.
It's just look. I don't understand it. I'm not really understanding the controversy behind this with
well, because 2 months ago you could have got him for $45-50 million a year.
Well, maybe,
and $150 million to sign.
But it is what it is. Like now, like you don't.
Right.
If you guys thought that you were going to get this deal, and it was going to be, and you were going to get some sweetheart Daniel Jones contract with, you're not. He's better. He's better, and he's better than this guy. I'm sorry. Why? Because he's 6'6" and he looks like he can play a quarterback in a movie.
So did Ryan Leaf.
Tell me, I want to. What does he have over Tua? Turns the ball over a bunch. I don't get it. I don't get it. And you want to know something? Not the favorite in that division.
Not as long as CJ Stroud is there.
Nobody's picking him. Doesn't matter. Not to the Jags. I think the Jags are all fired up. Hasn't been drama for the Jags. Hasn't even been a thing that they thought of. I don't get it.
2 words.
What?
Playoff victory.
Oh, dude.
Playoff.
Come on.
Victory.
So let me ask. Can I, Marcos?
Mobility. 3rd word.
Could you imagine?
Marcos.
Yeah.
Have you even looked at Trevor Lawrence's numbers? Or are you just gonna go with those 2 stats?
The one number that matters. Wins.
So fewer than Tua? You mean in his career?
Against good teams. Wins against good teams.
God. He gets to play in a cupcake division that already got overtaken. And this guy was supposed to be the savior for football. You guys know I've been a Trevor Lawrence hater. I had to wear his stupid wig and jersey. You know, Fred Taylor mocked me.
Looks good.
I look terrible. But I just, it's just strange, dude. I don't understand with this this idea like the Dolphins are going to get some kind of deal on Tua, and he voiced his frustration about it. You know, what do you mean? What do you mean?
He's making a mistake, dude. He's not going full. You either go full.
That was Tua. Like that was as much of Tua making a stink as Tua can make a stink. I don't know what to tell you. Like him telling you I've been not pleased with the negotiations, or I guess the word was he said antsy, and that he can't separate business and personal.
And the market is the market.
And the market is the market, and he's right.
Yeah, but he's got to go full. I'm talking. Remember when Kyler Murray unfollowed? He's got to go full like. Nah, I'm not Xavier Howard.
He's got to go take a leak on Chris Greer's car in the parking lot.
He's gotta just maybe skip OTAs to do something crazy like ayahuasca in another country. He's got to really make a statement of some sort if he really wants the Dolphins to react. If not, I think they're just gonna wait and see. And you know what? If you think he deserves $60 million, I think he deserves $60 million if he does A and B, and that is show a little bit more mobility. And get me a playoff.
Wait, can I just say this?
Playoff victory.
If you're basing the success of your quarterback on mobility, you're an idiot.
Why? All the best
Some of the best. No. Some of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game did not have mobility.
Ever play the game.
Let me ask you this, dude.
Yes.
There's no shame in losing to Patrick Mahomes like Trevor Lawrence did after he won that playoff victory. One of the reasons why Joe Burrow gets the benefit of the doubt is Joe Burrow's been to a Super Bowl and he beat Patrick Mahomes. Right? He's the only active guy to do it in a playoff game.
Very true.
So I get why he gets to be the number 1 quarterback average, Joe Burrow, even though he's got some durability question, whatever. Fine, I'll give it to Joe Burrow. This guy, you beat Justin Herbert, dude. Justin Herbert's a 6-win quarterback.
Here's the other thing.
Miraculous comeback.
Here's the other thing. Joe Burrow, not mobile. Less mobile than Tua.
He has
less mobile than Tua.
He has a horrible old line.
He's less mobile than Tua.
He's not less mobile than Tua.
Yes, he is.
I'm looking up the stats.
Dude, do you watch football?
Got a peanut brittle knee.
The reason why he's getting pounded is because he's not mobile.
All right. He definitely got hit a lot his first couple of seasons.
Because he's not mobile.
Get rid of the ball faster. Tua does.
Tua does get rid of the ball fast.
All right, go.
One of the good things I like about him.
So you're gonna consider mobility based on rushing yards, right? He's gonna have less rushing yards because he got sacked so much.
I don't need rushing yards. I need key moments, key first
having
down,
a first round play,
extending a play.
If he was gonna build
mobile
enough, yes.
Okay, but here's the thing, dude. Like, if you're so happy about Trevor Lawrence having a playoff win, how come they couldn't build off that momentum? They lost the division to a rookie.
Oh, he's got a good rookie.
I'm just telling you, though, but that's what happened. Everybody said this guy was God's gift to football, and he coughed him his division division in a year.
CJ Stroud, good.
Take a break. Back after this.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy
You gotta go and get angry at all of my
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm? Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Well, we still got some of the same cycle, so it's going to be raining on and off for at least another day or so. But good news, Tobin, I'll be damned. The sun's out by my house.
Not that, dude.
Huh? How
How
about
about
that? Still
How about
mostly cloudy, though. We got a breeze coming out of the winds coming out of the south at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that's where all that moisture is coming up from. And other than that, rain, soggy. Probably most of the area in South Florida is under a flood watch because it almost seems like hurricane rain. Like you'll get like 10 minutes of hard rain and then like just a light spritzer for the rest of the time. So be careful out there. It's Friday. So there's going to be even more reason to want to get the hell out of work and start enjoying your weekend. But just be careful out there. Even the leaves say it's not as hot, though. Yeah, it's probably not going to get up to 90 degrees, and it's been mid-low 90s for the last couple of weeks before all this rain got here. So that's the one good thing. It's a little bit cooler.
Can we like ban Marcos from like the private chat? He's so annoying, dude.
Apologize, Leroy.
What?
You said Joe Burrow wasn't a better running quarterback than Tua, and boy, were you wrong. Wrong. He, in one less game than Tua, might I add, because I already hear the excuse train piling on all the coal to make their way down the tracks. 300 more rushing yards, 4 more rushing TDs.
This is career?
Career.
Okay.
13 he has what now?
300 more rushing yards. 4 more rushing TDs.
Wow. Dwarfing him.
13 less fumbles.
4 is a real, it's lopsided.
Double digits.
4.
Double.
What a regular Lamar Jackson, this Joe Boudreaux.
This guy's QB sneaking up and down the field. Those don't count. This guy's a touchdown merchant.
How's that going to happen?
Here's the other thing. And here's where your numbers are flawed.
What?
I'm going to tell
all
you
the
why.
numbers.
I'm going to tell you why.
All
okay.
Right.
You can't lead the league in rushing and get rid of the football quicker than anybody in the NFL. You understand? He never runs because he never has the football. He gets rid of it. Joe Burrow pats the ball for an hour and a half, thus forcing him into situations where he has to run. He's not a runner.
No, he's not a runner, and I don't want Tua to be a runner.
But you understand. You can't have it. But wait, here, Marcos, answer this question for me, football guru.
Thank you.
How can you lead the league in getting rid of the ball quicker than anybody and run the football?
Well, I don't need you to lead the league and getting the ball off quick.
Yes, you do.
Why is that cool?
Those are the most successful quarterbacks. Those are the most successful quarterbacks. You know how hard it is to be accurate and get rid of the ball that quick? That's a skill in itself.
All of this stuff, but like all this stuff, we're quibbling over dumb stuff. Like you're gonna sit here and you're gonna say,
if it's dumb, why did he transform his body?
Who?
Tua.
I think Tua does want to add some mobility to it.
All right, so it can't be that dumb.
But here's the thing that's silly about it. Like nobody is going to think about Joe Boudreaux or Trevor Lawrence and be like, oh my God, their mobility. That's what really makes them different. Like there's only like 2 quarterbacks or 3 quarterbacks where you're like, oh my God, that's a weapon. And it's like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen are the ones where you're like, I worry about them running. And Patrick Mahomes can because he's the best at everything. He's not even fun in the conversation.
That's the thing, though. I don't want people to game plan for Tua's speed. I want them to forget about
I'm just letting you know, dude, that this quarterback that just got $55 million yesterday has not proven anything more than Tua. His numbers aren't better than Tua. He's not better than Tua. He just looks like more of a quarterback than Tua. Just literally by physicality and stature. But it's like the lowest of low playoff games. Like it wasn't even on,
based on what
they
you
had that playoff game on Ion Network.
Hey, based on what you're saying,
Yep.
right?
Don't
That
bring up
means
Lamar
Brad Johnson is a better quarterback than Dan Marino.
Has Brad Johnson won more playoff games?
He won a Super Bowl.
I understand.
He won a Super Bowl.
I understand.
And he told Leroy what purple meant.
Good guy.
He is a good guy.
He is a
You
good
gotta
guy.
welcome him
No,
in the
he
team.
is. He is.
He really is.
But like, I just think it's a strange thing
You're narrowing down abilities based on a stat that you can't control yourself.
I just think that the idea, you look at Trevor Lawrence's numbers last year, they weren't better than Tua's. The year before that, they were basically the exact same with Tua missing a quarter of the season. He turns the football over too, from a fumble standpoint. That's a big problem for him. And he plays in a weak ass division. Tua plays in a much better division than Trevor Lawrence does. And the one year that he won the division, I mean, like it was like a Mickey Mouse division title. Congratulations on having a big comeback against Justin Herbert. Like everybody beats Justin Herbert. That's what they do.
This thing.
That's his thing. His thing is blowing stuff. That's what Justin Herbert does.
Thus
Yet
far, yeah.
nobody's had any questions about paying Justin Herbert, paying Trevor Lawrence. Everybody applauded Jared Goff. I don't really understand the controversy with Tua. If you want to go durability, this is the NFL, dude. Like Joe Burrow has knee ligaments made out of spaghetti.
The crazy thing is that Joe Burrow has missed a lot of time.
Yeah.
And nobody is worried about giving him the money.
He missed one more game.
But nobody questions it. That's the point.
What?
though.
Made the
Like,
Super Bowl,
That's the
though.
point.
He made one more. He missed
Lamar-
one less game.
Lamar Jackson misses a lot of time. Like it's like betting on durability in the NFL is crazy to me.
Here's what I hate about the Tua argument. The arguments that people have against Tua, they excuse every other quarterback in the league. So if you want to talk about durability, go look at how many games Tua's missed versus all the other guys you paid, right? Hell, a guy just got $100+ million guaranteed, and he tore his Achilles last year. But we ain't worried about his durability. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't want to pay Tua, you use these things that only apply to Tua. Like we're only using durability to apply to Tua. If I say, hey, Lamar Jackson missed a lot of time too. Oh, but he did this, he did this, he did this. Okay, then don't use that for Tua. Right? And that's what we do. So the argument is not whether Tua is mobile or not. It's just something that you can tag to him that he doesn't really do to say why we won't pay him. Even though being a mobile quarterback is not a determining factor on how good of a quarterback you're going to be.
Tua's got better hair now than Trevor Lawrence too. You see that hair that Tua's got? Way better.
Yeah.
If I gave a buzz cut to Trevor Lawrence, you never think twice about him.
True.
Trust me.
Herbert cut
You
his
think
hair.
he was a McCown. I'm telling you right now, dude. If I took a buzz cut to Trevor Lawrence, you'd think he was a McCown. That's what that's it. He's just packaging. That's all it is.
Yeah, this is not good.
What?
I'm looking at a picture of him without long hair.
Oh, that face?
Yeah. He looks like
It's a big face, dude.
The fourth Manning.
Take a break. Take my fancies next. Yes, sir.
Tell me what you think about this comment by LS Dade. Tua is not him. The fans are basically telling him to stand on his business because he's not that much of a game changer quarterback. Once he loses Hill and Waddle, it'll be evident. And here's my question for you. When Josh Allen sucked and he threw the ball and turned it over a lot, we basically said it's because he has no talent. Then they got him Diggs. And then he started balling out and became one of the top 5 quarterback or top 2, some would say, right? So is it the quarterback can't play without talent and needs talent? Or if he has too much talent, it's the talent, not the quarterback?
I don't know, but you know what, dude? There's one guy in the whole league that's him at quarterback. He plays for Kansas City. That's
exactly.
It. There's literally like one guy in the league that everybody else has their flaws and their warts and has their questions. And Tua does too. I'm not saying the guy's a perfect quarterback. I like Tua. I root for Tua. Been fun watching him play. Definitely been cool watching his bounce back. But I'm not going to be sitting here and being told that this guy isn't in the class of the guys who are getting the money they're getting. He is. That's just what it is, dude. I don't know what to tell you. If you want to live in a world where you think you can do better, or you think Skylar Thompson can live in a world where he's putting up the same numbers, he can't. Then you can convince yourself that. But I'm getting told things like, Tua against good teams. Okay, let's look at Trevor Lawrence last year. These are the teams. Did he beat Kansas City? Nope, put up 9 points against them. What about Houston last year? Lost 37-17. Okay, he beat Buffalo last year, 25-20, but of course Buffalo took half the season to turn around. Did he beat San Francisco last year? What do you think that he put up against San Francisco, Marcos?
Didn't he get
3 points?
3 points against San Francisco last year. Did he beat the Ravens last year? Nope, they put up 7 points.
Wow. Putrid performances.
He beat Carolina, Houston, Tennessee, Pittsburgh.
Oh, he did beat Houston.
New Orleans.
Pittsburgh, good team.
Indianapolis. But same thing. If you
just
go
against, you say it that way, it doesn't take away from the talent.
They have Gardner Minshew as their quarterback.
But we shouldn't be having conversations like this.
I'm just saying, you guys can sit here about the Tua conversation, and that's fine. But you're not going to sit here and be like, if you gave Trevor Lawrence, he has weapons too. He's Travis Etienne. He had Calvin Ridley last year. Ingram at tight end. The guy's not he has Doug Peterson, a Super Bowl winning coach. Stop acting like this guy's working with nothing. You can poke holes in all of these guys. All of them. There's one guy, the entire league, who is him. That's it.
Hold on. Is that Trevor Lawrence that you sent us a picture of?
Oh, yeah. That would be that's him with Peyton Manning's haircut.
Holy smokes!
Not a looker. You're right.
What did I tell you?
You were absolutely. That guy does not get the contract.
That guy doesn't. If he doesn't have that hair, he don't get that contract. Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
Holy smokes!
Let's get to tickle my fancy.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna pull up the picture. it's all right.
We got time.
The Peyton Manning picture.
I'm gonna have us gather around the locker room next week, and I'm gonna just say, "Hey, can we look at the rundown one time, just so we know every day what's coming up?"
I got distracted.
Wait a minute.
Not you. You don't count. I'm talking about. He doesn't count.
Dude.
He's my star player. He doesn't have to do it.
Not tickled.
The greatest take I've ever had.
No, Marcos had the greatest take. He looks like the fourth Manning. They look like cousins.
All right, Leroy.
What's up?
Tonight, Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Celtics, Mavericks, 8:30. Tickle your fancy?
No. I'm done with them.
Fancy, not tickle.
You know what I love about this tonight? I'm actually rooting for a sweep because we're going to forget about this stupid NBA Finals by Monday.
Yeah.
I'm not going to even worry about it. The Panthers will have a sweep under their belt. I don't need this getting pushed over to Sunday, and it has to be fresh on our mind. Just have this. We can all drink into the weekend and not worry about the Celtics being champions of the world. Super annoying. Leroy, tonight, the Miami Marlins visit the Washington Nationals. Marlins were swept by the Mets.
Oh man, they lost. They lost in walk-off fashion last night. No, it seems like it's going to be a slow night.
I apologize.
Huh?
They lost 2 out of 3 of the Mets, but either way, they did lose last night.
Yeah, walk-off.
Yep.
I might kick the tires on it. I'm gonna say it tickles my fancy, just a little.
Wow,
my fancy is tickled.
Because nothing else is on.
I can tell you that was an upset. I figured to go to, I don't know, watch something on Netflix or something. I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna. Well, I'm gonna watch U.S. Open, but who knows? Because yesterday it just went off TV, like time ended and it just stopped showing it, which is ridiculous.
Leroy, the U.S. Open. Tickle your fancy?
Yes, sir. I'm in.
My fancy.
Now I'm watching for one reason. Brooks Koepka. Because if he ends up getting like a top 5 or contending for it, oh, you ain't gonna hear the end of it.
Why?
Because you think he's just tank after just being 5 shots out of the lead.
I just asked if you. Well, that's not what I said. I said if he was facing the cut. So don't make up what I said. And second of all,
but there's nothing that this man has done that would suggest he's going to be around the cut line after today.
Okay, Leroy, but you're acting like like no one's ever had a day where they've just been tired of it.
In the majors, not him.
Even the ultimate.
In the majors, not him.
All right, well, he took a big paycheck to not play in a lot of tournaments too.
But not him in the majors. You know he's won one since he's been in Live, right?
I do know that.
Okay.
I do know that.
Okay.
Only one
And
Panthers.
and what I explained to you, does that not mean anything? Like these guys go out of their way to make sure they're ready to play in the tournaments where they play with the tour guys, so they can show that they belong.
I'm sure John Daly's never taken a dive.
I mean, yeah, he's taking a dive into a 6-pack. That's probably.
How many Diet Cokes did he drink a day?
I don't know.
24.
Wow. I don't know.
Leroy, tomorrow night, Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. The Florida Panthers take on the Edmonton Oilers, 8 o'clock. You guys, of course, can hear that right here, 560 WQAM. Tick your fancy?
Yes. Hey, I ordered some wings yesterday, right?
Yep.
My fancy is tickled.
Can I just say this about the wing game now in South Florida? I ordered Uber Eats, and they have all these fancy names for wing places. Like, it's called It's Just Wings. You ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, it's Chili's. So you have all these fancy places. Like, there's one place called the Roasted Wing. It's Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza. So they have these fancy wing names, but they come from regular restaurants.
That's kind of annoying.
Yes.
It's Just Wings is Chili's?
Yeah. I got my wings from Chili's. It comes in a Chili's bag, comes in a little Chili's box. Cheap though. You can get I got 30 wings for $38. You ain't gonna beat that.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good in a wing game. And I was so excited that I ate 6.
Whoa.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I get like if they were down 3-1, I would eat 20. That's how I am.
Some stress eating.
They're called ghost kitchens, Leroy. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you. At least get a bag that says it's just wings then. I didn't want to order from Chili's. Could have went and picked it up from Chili's my damn self. I was trying to find out what the wing game was like in South Florida.
Yeah, Marcos.
It's my fault, dude. Really, it's my fault. Go to Tootsie's for your wings, though. That's where the wings are.
The chicken or the wings?
Tickle your fancy?
My fancy is.
I can't eat food where there's booty. Sorry.
No, it's protection. That way,
using the glass. Do they hand around the glass while?
I gotta be honest with you. I've had lunch at Cheetah's. Pretty damn good.
Pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
I mean, you don't count.
Pretty damn good, dude.
You know, it's a me thing. Am I alone? I'm probably alone in that. I get it, right? That I can't eat food where there's,
I'm just letting you know they had good wings.
Good wings.
Good burgers too.
my taste buds interact with my other buds. It
Cheetah's has good food. It does.
One time I went in Cheetah, they had a carving station. And everyone was like, nah, I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to do that.
I love a carving station.
I was first in line, my friend.
I don't care if it's next to Astron. You put a carving station out there,
So
I'm
good.
in.
I'm in there. I am in there.
Don't cut the wrong rump roast.
That is Tickle My Fancy. We will take a break. Get to some cat talk as your Panthers are a win away from winning the Stanley Cup. They take game 3. We'll recap it here for you coming on up. Crack open some Celsius and enjoy it. Back after this. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get to our cat talk here, brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers. Soon to be Stanley Cup champion.
Oh, one more. Only one collapse of 3-0 in history, and that was back in the 40s. They kept bringing that up yesterday.
Hey, Marcos.
Yes.
Back at it, baby.
Back at it with the Galaxy vibe.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Let's hear some of the goals last night. Huh? We haven't heard enough. We haven't heard enough play-ins today for my liking. All right, let's listen back. Last night, Florida Panthers put it on the Edmonton Oilers. Completely shook that building to the core. You come out of the gate, good game. You knew that they were going to come hair on fire. Bob, he was up for the task early on against an aggressive Oilers team, and then shenanigans broke loose. You knew this was probably going to happen. Edmonton and the Panthers, they got a little chippy at the end. Their dirty hits on Barkov. And so they weren't going to let anything slide with this game, Leroy. And so when the first brouhaha took part, where Tkachuk gets into it and gets into the business of it all, go to a 4-on-4. We don't typically like that. But not an issue this time around for the Rhino.
Here's Barkov, power move up the far side. Almost lost it, got it back across to an open Forsling. A shot tip, and they score with Sam Reinhart cruising to the front of the net. That one deflects home, and the Panthers strike first with 1:02 to go here in the opening frame. It's 1-0.
Yeah. That's how you call it.
Oh, that's how you call it, Plagans. 1-0 going into the second period. So then they even things up. Warren Fogle gets on a breakaway. He puts it right over, right in under Bob's glove, and it was their first 5-on-5 goal of the series. Bums.
Welcome to the series, guys.
You know, yeah, really, it's really annoying. But Bob, you know, he was doing great stuff. Bouchard had a couple of shots on him, but wasn't able to get it off the rebound. And then all hell breaks loose. Vladimir Tarasenko, a champion a couple years back. They bring him in the middle of this year. Bill Zito doing the thing. And he just brought the Oilers to the Terra Dome.
Out comes Lundell. Got it to center before he pushes it deep inside the Oilers zone. Now played up front shot. They score. What a setup. Tarasenko out in front. He was set up by Luostarinen. And the Panthers take a 2-1 lead with 10:48 to play here in the second.
Apparently Skinner forgot that he's supposed to be in front of the goal.
He was on the other side, though. They always said he can't get over quick enough.
Skinner's just sitting here. It's like, it's crazy. All the good goalies that they face. This Skinner, he's nuts. It's all over the place.
That's crazy.
Like, what are you trying to do there, dude?
Take notes, dude.
Oh man, so huge setup. That line's been really good, by the way. Tarasenko, Luostarinen, that crew has really provided some punch for the Cats. But as they've been mentioning, you know, no points so far for Matthew Tkachuk in the series. That was all about the change as him and Sam Bennett, the ass-kicking duo that they are, they set it up and put the Cats up 3-1.
Broberg, he'll be bumped into. Now a loose puck here on the near side. Turned over. Tkachuk out in front. A chance. And they score upstairs. It's Sam Bennett. The Panthers take a 3-1 lead with 6:03 to play here in the second.
Had to feel good for Matthew Tkachuk. They hate his ass in Edmonton, back to the Calgary Flames days.
They were giving him the Kyrie treatment.
Yeah, dude, they hate him. I mean, he said in his first press conference, he goes, I hate Edmonton, but now I guess I hate Tampa more. So he was able to go into the reserve for his old Oilers hate, and certainly had to feel good for Matthew Tkachuk. And then the storybook to really put a dagger into this game and have the entire country shell-shocked. Aleksander Barkov, they tried to take him out with dirty action, with dirty shenanigans, with dirty hits. Well, Barkov says, I'm about to do you dirty and put us up 4-1.
Barkov to Rodriguez. Barkov in front, a lone shot, and he scores! Barkov makes it 4-1 Panthers with 4:29 to go in the second. The captain streaks in alone, and the Panthers lead by a trio.
No. So good.
Pretty good.
That's good.
They thought he was gone. They tried to take him out.
Tried to take him out. They tried to do the Cats dirty.
Did
No.
their best.
No.
They gave it their best shot. It's done though, dude.
You mess with Finland, you mess with us.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we're gonna finish the job.
Oh my god.
Coming up tomorrow.
-1.
Why?
No way, dude.
Dude, too much. Too much.
Can we get a watch party in Finland?
And then here's the worst part. You had to like enunciate it like as if nobody was gonna get it. Right? Finish the job. But like, stop, dude.
What's the coach? Chris Knobloch, right? That's the Oilers coach.
Oh, that nerd.
Man, I don't know if you guys saw this. He was mic'd up for the game, and there's audio of him just yelling at his goalie after every goal.
Yeah, he seems to fight with Skinner a lot. He goes, "No, you stay until I say you go."
Didn't he bench him? Didn't he like it wasn't earlier on in the playoff scenario?
Yeah, he missed 2 games. He got benched for 2 games.
So this is audio that we were able to get from the sideline of him talking to the goalie.
Skinner.
You seem very upset, dude. Very upset.
I get a -1 for finish them, and you're pulling that.
That was audio from yesterday's game, dude.
-1.
No, what?
-1, dude.
Leroy?
-1.
Leroy?
Bit of a reach.
Oh!
-1.
Show ponyness.
Bit of a reach.
This is
Wait, you know what? We should get -1, too much bit.
tough crowd.
Schmieden says the Oilers coach looks like a Sunday school youth pastor. Yeah, he does. He's trying to teach me about the New Testament. Definitely.
Not looking for him.
Oh, what a day. What a day it was. Can I hear from Piqué Subban?
Oh,
he was
yes.
on the broadcast.
Oh, you like him again?
You can tell
he's back. He's back.
You can tell he was really depressed in the second period. I don't know if he was putting that on for Messier.
I think you know what, to be honest with you, I think he's that way as a hockey guy, right? It's not necessarily that he wants either team to win. It's just that he wants good hockey. He doesn't like, and he always gets annoyed when there's certain things that he feels shouldn't be happening. And so that's where that comes in.
Maybe. Here was PK on the ESPN desk after.
By the way, the last time we saw a sweep, PK, in the Stanley Cup final, that was way back in 1998 when Detroit beat the Capitals. Game 4 of this series on ABC, of course. Yes.
Linda, if it's up to me, I'm saying they're done like dinner. I think this thing is over. I think Florida's going to lock this thing down, shut it out, and raise the cup here. I think it's done.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait. Done like dinner.
Done like dinner, dude.
Well, can I just say this? PK Subban.
Oh.
You have not been out to eat with me and my boy, because we definitely go 7-game series.
I don't know. We went out that last one. It was like a clean sweep right away.
Oh my goodness. Dude. Hey, and we did it all at the bar. We had plates everywhere. I'm like, hey, we could wait. Or we can just hang out by the bar and get drinks. And then when 2 spots open up, yeah, let's do it. Oh,
Smitty says, what's it going to take for Leroy to let Tobin have the goosies?
What do you? I don't never stop him from having the goosies.
His beloved Wolverines won this year. We will bring the chip back to South Florida for the first time in over 10 years.
I don't never stop Tobin from no.
That's what I said. He's greedy. You know, he gets to have all the goosies.
You wait. No. You get excessive at times. And I just say, pump your brakes a little bit. But anytime you have said, dude, that made me feel, I don't like, no. I don't question.
I might get misty. Like when I mean, like if when I see 72 hoist that cup, I'm gonna get a little misty eyed. I think.
Yeah.
Well, because you and Bob have been through some things.
Yep.
Uncomfortable.
Hey, but can I just say this? Even before the pandemic, there is one guy who has supported Bob, right? And that's been Tobin. I hope if this all is said and done, that old Bobrovsky don't forget the little people, right? Don't forget the guys who gave him support the whole time. Now, he don't have to say nothing to me. I called him 4-Go Bob. I get that, right?
You made your money.
Yeah, but you have been supportive. You have traveled all of South Florida to have conversations with him, right? Yeah.
It's just a cool story. And to get to do something like this, the end, because I don't know how many more years. He's got 2 more years after this year. I don't know if you're going to play past 37. Who knows? But like to get this at this point in your career after many, many years, struggles, coaching changes, young guys maybe taking your job, journeyman maybe taking
finally
your job.
getting it. Finally
Getting it. That's that's the coolest thing on this. Like, yeah, Tkachuk at 26 and Barkov, who's been here from the jump.
Right.
Also very cool. But man, those guys are still in their prime.
Right.
35 years old getting to do this.
Right.
So cool.
This was earned.
Absolutely. You know what? And let's be honest. It took them 2 years to earn this. Everybody thinks you earn it, with the record you have this year and the playoffs this year. No, they started earning this in the middle of last year when Paul Maurice took over. Right?
I think when they traded for Tkachuk, I think that's when they're like, all right.
Yeah, but it didn't work right away either. And you were like, oh, we traded Huberdeau, who's an all-time points leader for the franchise and high-flying offense. And man, I mean, Bill Zito couldn't have nailed it anymore. The dude has had the golden touch.
Even with this year.
And the additions they've made. And
Tarasenko in the middle of the year.
Yep.
Crazy.
But even
and don't look, let's not act like we knew who Tarasenko was. Like who?
Nope. He had a cool accent to it.
But check this out. I do what I always do when we have these trades for hockey. Tobin, I ask you, and then you get mad at me.
It's true. You seem to lash out on him for no reason. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Wait, can I just say this? Wait. Let's just do our normally racial insensitive segment right now.
What?
All right. I'm open to it.
A white guy, a black dude, and a Latino walk into a bar.
All right.
Who you asking the hockey question to?
J-Fig.
I'm just saying.
Why would you even mention my name, Tobin?
I didn't, but you understand what I'm saying.
You're knowledgeable.
Where have you been?
About lashing out, please.
I wasn't lashing out. It's just, again, in the middle of it, he's asking me rules.
I asked you a simple.
Well, I helped you out, and
I know.
Calling me out.
I said thank you, Jennifer.
I helped both
Jennifer
of you.
helped me out. Tobin just lashed out. You lashed out. You went after me. He sent me like I almost cried at the emoji he sent me. It was so mean.
It was a side eye.
That emoji was very loud and clear.
Right. I'm like, wow.
I want to enjoy the cats.
Wait, I'm like, no, but I asked the question. Okay. Usually if there's a power play, there's no icing on the shorthanded team. What if both teams are shorthanded? Can you just whack it back and forth? Right? So I was like, hey, can there be icing when it's 4-on-4? Because, whatever. Did he answer it? No. Did he try to find? No.
Could we just send rhino emojis
No.
and just have some fun? Or do you got to ask rules after a goal?
Mean emojis. That's what I get. Group chat mean emojis. Everybody knew it was for me.
Guy thinks I'm Gary Bettman.
No, that's not is that like an unreasonable question?
It's not an appropriate time.
When is it?
Not after scoring the first goal.
They were 4-on-4 though. I was typing the question while they scored. I didn't the question was coming if I could type faster before they scored.
Don't take it personally, Leroy. He turned into a different man when he watches the Panthers. Look what he almost did to his wife.
Yeah.
He almost kicked her off the couch.
Right. He almost called her a mush.
I wasn't gonna kick her off the couch, but I was thinking in my head, mush.
She was on. He didn't say D. He didn't say D. Right now, you are on mush alert.
I didn't tell her that. She still doesn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
I'm
man.
gonna tell her.
She doesn't. She's not gonna listen. Pretty good.
No, she doesn't. Because they have to know that what we do on this show is not normal. Right?
Take a break. Back with more for this.
This hour
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Your Florida Panthers are a win away from hoisting the Stanley Cup. They win last night 4-3. Take a 3-0 series lead. All of Canada was shook except for the one grandma who definitely wanted a chili pepper. Would you agree with that, J Fig? Do you feel like she was celebrating a bet or was she confused?
I honestly think she was confused. When I saw it, I turned to the side and
I mean, the old get confused.
the old got confused, and maybe she was just saying "Go team." I don't know.
She was just rooting for hockey.
That's
She
when
was
you know.
rooting
That's
for
when you
hockey.
know when you ask some
While
friend
wearing
to
a
go to
bunch
the
of
game.
Oilers merch.
Yeah. Well, no, because here's the other thing. Here's what I know: people that aren't real fans, they know they better wear what everybody else is wearing. They know that much. So, yeah. Except football. Football is different, right? Football, where it as a badge of honor to wear the other team's stuff in a stadium.
I just thought it was strange.
It was strange. It looked odd. I'm like, am I the only one that noticed that?
Some
What are you cheering about?
I just
like
thought
that,
for sure.
everyone in the room, like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
I thought she for sure just won some gambling. And I mean, listen, it's not-
She probably got confused and thought
some
that
people
was
call that heart insurance. You know, you bet against your team, you sprinkle a little something on the other team, so you're sad, but also, you know, the green line in your pockets makes you feel a little bit better.
Right.
Is it me or are these Oilers fans making more of a stamp on this Stanley Cup than the actual Oilers?
Yeah, I mean, McDavid came to play yesterday. He got some points. I mean, Bob he stoned him on some goal attempts, but he set his teammates up great in that third period for sure. He tried. Draisaitl, like just dry production. He hasn't done nothing. The only thing he's done is punch Barkov right in the face.
Yeah, that was
Which we'll never forget, Draisaitl. We'll never forget you. And
That's all right. But you know, my thing is, you know how you can do all that stuff? Is win the cup.
It was the best revenge of all time, right?
Exactly.
Comes right in there.
And to be honest with you, Paul Maurice said it perfectly. Don't worry about all that stuff. Right? And the cool thing about, and I keep saying this, y'all don't realize how cool this is. How these guys have had the same message ever since Paul Maurice went into the building.
Yep.
And it's cool to see because they can tell you how close they are and how much they have fun. But when that message has been consistent throughout the whole season, good, bad, or indifferent, that's a sign of how close they are.
Here is Paul Maurice speaking of, and this was him on Barkov's impact on the team.
Some of the games that he's played this year where he's had the most impact, he doesn't show up on the score sheet. And then what his gift is, he defines everyone else's game. Aleksander Barkov, this is what I'm willing to do. This is how I'm going to play the game. So if you think of being a rookie coming to training camp, well, this is my favorite line of all rookies, I just got to play my game. You don't have a game, right? You don't have one. You don't have a game. Why don't you just play like him? That's his. Talk about quiet leadership. We think about it, and I learned too as I go. He's a unique personality, but his consistency with that game and the number of nights that he's not on the score sheet necessarily, that everybody on the bench is going, "Oh my God, that guy's a player." That's his gift to us.
Damn, dude, that was Goosey's right there.
This guy's good.
He's good.
He's been good all playoffs.
That Paul Maurice is good. And you know what else he does? He's on message right away.
Yep.
Now, in contrast, our guy says some goose-worthy things, but you got to kind of pick him out of the hay.
Which
right?
guy?
Mike McDaniel.
Oh yeah, he's a machine gun.
Trying to think, has he ever given you goosies, Leroy? I feel like no.
Mike McDaniel. The thing that I appreciate about Mike McDaniel is very similar to Paul Maurice, is that the attitude in which he goes about interacting with his players and how he gets them to perform is so different than we're used to a football coach or a coach being, that it's refreshing, right? Even though he carries on.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing he is consistent with is his interaction with his players, how he goes about explaining things is that, look, it's always relatively positive. And that's the one thing you can say about all the coaches down here, which is rare. I mean, Spoelstra has been very positive when things have been at its worst.
Oh, I'll always be like marveling when he'd be like, "Hey, it was a 1-4 trip." I like some stuff together.
Right. And so if you take the three coaches, right, of your three teams, you talk about the Heat, the Panthers, and the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
It's all relatively a new style, even though some coaches have been doing it for a while, of interaction with your players.
He's the most media like friendly. Like he'll give you a juicy quote. You know, the other guys like Spo to get the juicy stuff. It does like have to get to anger for him,
right?
Like,
He get like, and even when he's mad, he doesn't really.
But like he'll say his crazy stuff when he's like really. Well, he'll say like the hammer and the anvil stuff, or he'll threaten the league on a fine. But it takes a lot. Paul Maurice, he'll give you some juicy ones.
This isn't the Oprah Winfrey show. My feelings don't matter.
2-1 filthy.
But
That was good.
And that's just the
2-1
thing.
filthy.
You have like these three coaches that are like, to me, refreshing in how they go about things, and they are getting success in a way that you wouldn't think a coach at that level would. Because when you think of coaches, I mean, hell, we just had a coach for a team that was last year that now he no longer has that job in Minneapolis, in Minnesota, who had a player score what, 50, 60 points? And he called them out.
Chris Finch?
Yeah, and he called them out.
How's his rehab going? Is he all right?
Who's rehab?
Chris Finch. Remember he blew his patella? Because who fell into him? Was it like round one, Marcos?
I had no clue he blew.
Oh, he had the coach from the second row.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, no.
Ridiculous.
So it's you know, it's pretty amazing how just different it is, right? For all the teams down here to have like a positive thing. I don't know how I would have responded to that, right? Now, Bill Belichick wasn't a yeller, right? Ted Marchibroda wasn't a yeller, right? He was the first coach in Baltimore.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. The same one. Bud Carson was a yeller, right? That was my first coach. Jim Schaffner was kind of like Paul Maurice. Guys, we're all professionals here. He goes, and I know we're going to do the right work, so we're not going to even stay in the hotel the night before a game. And everybody in the back is going, don't do that. Like, we know us, right? So, like, yeah, it never seemed to work out when I was playing. A coach being like that, he was considered soft. When who was the coach that took over the redhead? Cam Cameron. When he took over, everybody's like, that ain't gonna never work. Right?
He did tell people to fail forward fast.
But I'm just saying, like
And also,
but if Paul Maurice would say the same thing, it comes across differently.
He would never.
No, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but it was a ridiculous thing Cam was trying to get off the ground.
Well, he also said you got to turn those thumbs upside down.
Hey, we need those thumbs to go this. Give us one more from Paul Maurice on being a win away from the cup.
Every team's got his own personality, and I can say this, and I think you will have faith in the fact because that I've said it before. This is a different group, and they have been serious since training camp. They've been focused and even keeled over the course of the year. So we had 3 blocks of hockey that we didn't love. And the first 2 got corrected really, really quickly. And it was basically by them. You showed a couple things we can't do, and off they went. So they're not a whole lot different today than they were 3 weeks ago. They've had a pretty good program. The players have been running that room for the year. It's from training camp. They've been running that room. I pop in every once in a while to say hello.
Wow.
How you doing, guys?
Well, that's you know what?
Very Larry Coker.
When he can do something like that, that means that he's done his job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? When the coach doesn't have to micromanage, because the players, and you think about football, you think about all the successful programs, football teams, or whatever, they always had those dogs in the locker room where the coach never had to go in there and say anything because the players would handle it. Right? You know, when you talk about the Ravens, you talk about Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Right? And so there's guys in there that can do that. So the coach is like, I did my job. Like, it's on you. And the players take pride in that.
We'll take a break. Mix things up. Coming up next.
notes. Understand?
Yeah. This young Lord reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Right off the back, man.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Schmeathan, you're not nice, dude. Wow. He's a jerk. He posts, kids, gather around. Grandpa's going to tell us about Red Auerbach. That's not nice, Schmeathan.
You know what's
He's trying to give us some great stories, and I enjoy them, and you're sitting here being rude.
I was looking at, watching golf, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, Tiger's got the new
Tiger. I like that logo.
Sunday Red. But if you go to the website,
yep,
none of the shirts they sell have the Tiger emblem on it.
Why?
They just want you to spend $150 for a plain shirt that says Sunday Red in the label.
Makes no sense.
What? No sense whatsoever.
No sense.
No, $150
That's
for a
crazy.
golf shirt. I can get like 3 or 4 shirts.
Can you give us an update on the leaderboard brought to us by the Edwin Watts Golf Shops? Get there.
All right, we got a couple of guys who are lighting it up today. And when I mean lighting it up, I mean 4 under. Thomas Dietrich is at 5 under, 4 under today. Patrick Cantley is still in the lead at 5 under because he hasn't teed off yet. Ludwig Oberg is at 4 under. He tees up at 136. Roy McIlroy is at 4 under. He's at +1 for the day on hole number 17. Matthew Pavon, he tees up at 158. He's at 3 under. Bryson DeChambeau, he's on his 17th hole. He's at 3 under. And then there have some others. Hideki Matsuyama's 4 under. He's at 2 under on the tournament, 4 under on the day. And Pendrith, Canadian, he's 3 under on the day, 2 under for the tournament. Other than that, a lot of guys haven't teed off. Tiger hasn't teed off yet, and neither has Gary. Where's our guy? I gotta look for Brooks Koepka because we're on Brooks Koepka watch right now. He tees off at 125. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you two jackals something.
Wow.
If I turn on this TV tomorrow and Brooks Koepka is within 2 or 3 shots of the lead, I'm gonna be dog cussing y'all all weekend for your shenanigans.
I just bet on him.
Oh, did you?
Yep. $5.
How you gonna bet on him? He should be what, 700 or 900?
Plus 2,000, dude. I bet $5 to win a hundy.
Wait, is he? He's really 2,000?
Yep.
That's not a reach, dude. 5. Listen,
it's a reach, dude.
No, let me explain something to you. The first day leader in a tournament like this very rarely wins. Nobody goes wire to wire.
You got to make a run, Marcos. You know. Plus, I'm just worried about my it's a $5 insurance for if Leroy's right on his take, then at least I win $100.
Yeah, it totally takes the sting off.
Takes the sting, you know. Let's get to the mixed bag. Brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future. What say you, Sergei Bobrovsky?
You know what I say, Leroy, stop being so cheap. Why don't you get one of these $175 polos or maybe one of the $200 quarter zips on Sunday.com?
No. Is that what it takes to get the logo on it?
It doesn't have the logo on it.
No. It has
it's in the back tag, right?
It's on the back tag and a small pin for some of these on the bottom left.
But it just says Sunday Red. It doesn't have the little tiger. That's what makes the whole thing go.
I don't understand that, though. Like, why?
No, it's the dumbest thing in the world.
Very, very strange.
Very strange.
You're going to have to buy it like a bootleg.
No, you can't get
or used.
Oh, you can totally bootleg this.
The only person you could buy used from is Tiger.
Do you ever
he wears those mediums.
You ever say like a shirt on like X or Twitter, whatever they're calling it? And it's like you'll have 9 pirate bots being like, order it from here, order it from here. I'm like, this doesn't look legit. Probably where you order your shoes from.
No, this shirt though, I had to get like quadruple X And it's
right,
like,
because and here
That's finally the one that
Hey.
came in from that specific site.
here's the deal. Anything that comes from China, just know you're gonna have to add a couple of X's to it.
I'm looking
Because-
right now at something called
Added 4.
Wamiso, and I can get the Tiger Woods logo for $19.
Whoa,
No, you
look at
can't.
that,
That
dude.
is not true.
Timu.
There's no way this is legit.
Love it.
You sure that's the Tiger logo, or is it old Nike shirts?
Oh no, Leroy, it's the old, no, but it's the bootleg. This is where Marcos is ordering his shirts from.
Yeah,
it's Wamiso and Wamiso,
yes,
and it's Tiger Woods Sunday Red logo T-shirt. You have the logo, but it's like $19.95.
Yeah,
Send him the link. Send him the link.
That is not legit.
Tell you what,
you can get it in red though.
Well,
just a T-shirt though.
What makes it fake, really?
I don't know.
What do you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
I have a wide assortment of disappointing audio.
Oh,
just because of who they are necessarily. But we're going to start with one that's going to cheer up all the Panthers fans who are already in a great mood anyway. It's just we want to drink the tears of Connor McDavid, don't we?
Yes.
This is the Oilers star on how disappointing this loss was.
That's Tiger.
That's the most disappointing part of it. What you want me to, I don't know how you want me to answer that. What's most disappointing thing is being down 3, obviously. Yeah.
The fact that you had part of that game in control and you just kind of gave them a few goals, which is some unforced errors.
Yeah, I felt like that. I thought we had lots of looks. I thought the game was right there, and yeah, just a couple of mistakes and find a way to score.
Wow, getting a little snippy. How do you want me to answer that, huh?
How do you want me to answer that? I don't know.
Right, like it's like I sometimes think it's unfair to expect a reasonable answer from a guy who has to be extremely frustrated that he's down 3-0 and they actually went into this thinking they could win the Stanley Cup, right? And right after a game, see the thing that I hated about answering questions, and I usually did, it was no big deal because if I had a problem with the person asking the question, I'd just tell them, right? But you understand that you just get done an hour and a half, 2 hours playing your sport, right? You didn't watch every moment of it. You only paid attention to the parts that were involving you. And after the game, a lot of times they start asking you questions about things that happened throughout the whole course of the game, like you've been watching the whole game.
Yep.
And it's unfair to expect a reasonable response from a guy who's still trying to get off of or over the disappointment of the outcome of the game. And so they say, oh, this guy, he had a bad attitude. He was snouty, or he wasn't very kind, or he didn't want to answer. Of course, it's a human response to like being disappointed.
I was listening to Jovanovski today on with Joe, and he was talking about like if the Cats close this out, they're gonna have a long plane ride back. He goes, "That's gonna be a sloppy plane ride."
Oh yeah, oh my goodness.
A lot of poker being played.
A lot of poker for sure.
Yeah.
What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
We're gonna move on to arguably the most respectable thing I've ever heard Jason Tatum say.
Really?
Yes, and I'm gonna let you hear the answer and defend myself before anyone who is a Heat lifer.
What did he say?
Oh, I know what he said.
Stop sugarcoating it and go.
You said, what are you a Boston fan now?
No. He just did a little Eminem, He kind of said what was wrong with him before anyone else had a chance to, and acknowledged what he had to do to get that monkey off his back.
There's never been a Celtic team ever with a better playoff record than what you guys have to this point. You guys have a chance to be second all time, and the 86 team went 82-18. You guys could be 2 games away from that as like the second best Celtic team ever in terms of record. How much more would that add to it when you think of all that this franchise has done? You guys could be at the top of a whole lot of lists in that record book.
I didn't know that. That would be really cool. But you guys probably would say we didn't play anybody to get here, so we just have to do it again next year.
Man, -1 for Sass.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, see
-1.
what I'm saying? Hey, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And I'm not defending him, right? I'm just defending athletes in general, right? But you realize where that answer comes from.
What?
Hearing that over and over and over and over again, and then finally just saying, all right, here, great. Right? Guess you guys won't believe it's a true championship. We'll have to do it again.
He didn't beat the Showtime Lakers.
But that's and again, I don't
calling me a plant now.
right. So here's what I don't get. We all got on Jason Tatum, not just me, everybody. Everybody praising you. You haven't won, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he wins one, and we'll talk about the method in which he won it. That it doesn't count. You see what I mean? And so, and that's recency bias, because 20 years from now, all we're gonna do is talk about what they did. We're not gonna talk about, oh, they didn't go through anybody, because ain't nobody gonna remember that.
Watch me.
Okay. You gonna hold petty? You gonna hold
dude. This petty memory is long.
How can you not remember?
I thought you were going to play the clip, though, when you were saying a positive Jason Tatum clip. I thought you were going to play him giving props to Kachuk, because they were boys, in St. Louis.
School, right?
Yep, same high school, both up 3-0.
Yeah.
So
no, I just like the fact that he knows we're not going to respect this championship, and the only
he
way
is going to get. Look, Jaylen Brown's going to win the MVP. He's going to get some of that, but he's going to get a $315 million contract.
But here, before this, Jaylen Brown was getting it.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like so my thing is, once you win, we just move the bar.
But the thing is, no one's ever said Jaylen Brown's one of the best players in the league. They say he's a really good player, one of the best two.
Well, no, but when they failed,
no one has shoved him down my throat.
But when they failed, they talked about Jaylen Brown not showing up more than Jason Tatum.
Deserved.
Okay, then. So now that he wins, if he wins the MVP, instead of just saying, okay, he got over the hump, they got over the hump, we're gonna find other things to go to instead of just acknowledging they won a championship. However they won it. You won a championship.
You say other things to go to. I just say pointing out what happened. What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
As we all know, there was drama recently surrounding the vacancy at head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
False reports that the job was practically done and handed over to Dan Hurley following his prolific collegiate run. Now, although we come to find out that wasn't true, Hurley did admit that the opportunity to coach LeBron James was one of the factors swaying his decision.
The pull was the opportunity. The Lakers, not necessarily LA, but coaching the Lakers, coaching LeBron James, Anthony Davis, coaching LeBron, the opportunity to coach one of the greatest players of all time, what that would look like, the challenge of doing that, how hard you would have to work, the level of expertise, the relationship building that you would have to bring to that position to make it work with one of the smartest players and the greatest players, made it something that was drawing me to the job, not away from the job.
I mean, I understand that. I mean, you gotta have that would be a really cool thing. I mean, he is gonna get you fired in 2 years, Dan.
Some people
oh my God. That man said nothing but good things, and you just
so everybody
took a squat and took a dump on it.
The lure to coach LeBron James. That's I think what every head coach goes into that job thinking, man, I finally get to until LeBron's fed up with you in 2 seasons. Oh man, give us one more, Marcos.
All righty, let's switch over to the diamond, shall we?
The diamond, really? Some baseball?
Some baseball that has a bit of a crossover. As we know, no one has been all in your face this offseason more than Micah Parsons.
He has been all in our face. Sumo
Jesus
wrestling.
Christ,
We
dude.
get it, Micah.
We get it, bro. Nonetheless, in a recent viral clip, Parsons claimed he could get 200 hits in an MLB season. 200.
There's no way he thinks that.
That's what
you sure he didn't say hit 200?
Well, I have CBS Sports saying get 200 hits, and I have Sports Illustrated saying hit 200.
There's no way Micah Parsons thinks he can get 200.
You know,
hits.
wait, do you know 200 is like the mark of a great season?
How many hits did Luis Arias get last year?
That's usually the
That's a lot. That's like you're gonna win the batting title.
Well, look,
Dane South saying he claims he can hit 200.
200. Okay, well, look, like I said, CBS Sports,
which
says,
is also ridiculous.
Again, none of these are necessarily going to factor into Mookie Betts' opinion of what Micah Parsons could do, because he believes Micah Parsons would go 0 for 500. Jesus.
He mentioned that he could hit between 180 and 200 in the big leagues.
I think I get about 200.
There's some really good hitters hitting about less than 200 right now.
That's what I'm saying. Micah, you are a phenomenal athlete, top tier. No chance you can hit between 180 and 200. You can do a lot of things and a lot of things successfully, but hitting a baseball is not one of them.
I mean, he probably got speed. He can
But
run.
hitting it. Glass said if we gave Micah 500 at bats, he would get 5 hits. If we gave him 500 at bats, how many hits do you think he would get?
No, I think he'll get more than that.
I think he gets 0 hits.
Wow. Zero
on 500.
I'd give him a hit.
You think you can get a hit on 500 pitches?
On 500 at bats?
But not from the same pitcher who's like tired.
Just
by
a
the time
500 at bat season. Yeah, I think Micah Parsons will figure it out eventually. And get
I mean, even Michael Jordan hit a home run.
Yeah, I think he could get a hit, but hit,
But
200.
not at the major league level.
That's crazy. Though.
And wait. Did anybody see the Tim Tebow experiment?
But even Tebow, I think, had a couple homers.
Yeah, but he didn't bat 200 at the lower level.
Nah, what was his average? Tim Tebow baseball stats. God, remember we had to tune into that. Nobody has played ESPN like a fiddle more than Tim Tebow.
Minor's career for Tim Tebow, 223. 2018, he had 273.
How many games at that level though?
Oh, that's good.
And that was it, what, AAA or single A?
Number 85 as a Met. That's crazy. Quite a bit, actually. In 2018, he played 84 games. 271 at bats. That was probably his best season there.
Hit 273 in 2018.
6 home runs. 2017 had 8 home runs. All right, Tebow, I see you out here.
Somebody said if AJ Puck is pitching, he bat 800.
That's for the St. Lucie Mets. He hit 231.
Witcher.
All right, take a break. Back after this.
long shot, save Bobrovsky. And then near side, Draisaitl in front of chance to save Bobrovsky on McDavid. He got from his left to his right to deny Connor McDavid.
Your slap shot is not working. Sergei stopping you all night long. Jersey says Bobrovsky. My friend just call him Bob. Your power play stays hurting. He just makes scoring so hard. Gold glove side ain't a problem. I have the 5-hole and you're done. So you won't get goals 1, 2, 3, or 4. Throw the rats on the eyes, gonna need plenty more. Butterfly in the crease, blocks from his defenders. Gustav Montour, best goalie in the world, Vezina trophies. Diamond says with his blockers, call it bobbery. Cannot wait until he's hoisting Lord Stanley. Every puck getting stopped by Bobrovsky.
Backhanded save made by Bobrovsky.
Every puck getting stopped by Bobrovsky. Every puck getting stopped by Bobrovsky.
As soon as you step on the trampoline, the smiles comes up on your face right away.
I hope he gets.
Who's gonna get past Bob? Like, that's the real question.
It's easy. Tell him, Bryson. Tell him, dude. Get to our headlines, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. I'm surprised you didn't say a Focus.
Focus.
Oh, who has a better chance? Micah hitting 200 or Tobin successfully fielding a punt in a college game?
Oh, Micah hitting 200 in a college game.
Yeah. We even go. Yeah, we even go to.
It's easy.
It's easy, dude. Can I just tell you, the most dangerous job in football is punt returner. You know why?
Gotta watch
You
the ball.
literally have to have your eyes look in 2 different directions, because the ball's in the air, but you got to be quite aware of how close the people are coming. So you like this. Hey, look. You like this. Right? I'm serious.
Now
And you ever notice sometimes they look down one too many times and miss the ball?
Yeah.
Like it is not like, and sometimes you have to do this. You see the ball's getting kicked, and because you've done it so much, you have an idea of how much time you're gonna have.
Unless you got elite toe readers like Braxton Berrios or Eric Metcalf. Elite toe readers, they only got to look once.
Dude.
And then all focus comes on the ball.
I'm gonna be with him for the Texas game. You know, Texas plays Michigan.
When?
At Michigan.
Early?
Yeah.
Is that early game this year?
September 6th.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to Cleveland and drive over.
Exciting, dude.
Yep.
Exciting games, exciting matchups coming up. This is we've been celebrating cats all day today. It's been
I have
fun.
a question.
Yeah.
Now, I can do the daddy thing here, or I can do something and find out who's it for. I was walking through the hall, and there was a $20 bill on the ground. I picked it up and put it in my pocket.
Seems like it's yours.
Finders keepers.
But it could be somebody that dropped it.
Well, they could be, but you know what they say? Secure the football.
No, but I'm also saying, and this is my house. Anything loose change, anything that I find that need is mine.
If money's in pockets in the laundry, if there's loose,
dude,
that is.
Dude, I'm the worst at that. I'm the worst at that. I have a pumpkin filled with dollars and fives and change. And when it gets filled up with change, we all guess how much money is in there, right? And whoever guesses right get to keep it. Last time, $436 worth of change.
Wow.
And just an old pumpkin. It's a pumpkin, a plastic pumpkin.
Wait, but who won?
Huh?
Me, Mom. It definitely me, Mom won.
No. Last time I won.
Oh, what a shot.
And then one time Rebecca won. She won like $280. But see, because I bring it in all the time, so I have an idea of the weight. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm usually
What you're
always close.
saying is you're cheating.
No, I'm not.
Well,
I'm the one bringing it in.
That's right.
And technically, it's all mine. It's coming all out of my pockets. I'm just being nice and having a little fun with it.
Wow.
Schmiethan says Leroy also hosts a show with a pumpkin. He's good. Hate his guts.
He's so good.
Speaking, by the way, of college football coming up, I was driving up to Georgia, drove through Gainesville.
Oh.
The Canes will open up their season.
I'll be
against
there.
the Gators, and I gotta just tell you, what a dump!
What a dump, right?
It's a dump, dude.
Oh, my neighbor. You guys met my neighbors. They come
Which
over.
one? That's all they got is
All they
Zaxby's.
got is Zaxby's. Yeah.
His son is going to Florida.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Tell him I'm sorry. Oh man, give us one more golf update before we close the show today, Leroy. Brought to you by the Edwin Watts Golf Shops.
All right. Here's what we have here. Thomas Dietrich is 4 under on the day through 13. He's at 5 under. Patrick Cantley tees off at 125. Ludwig Oberg tees off at 136. He's at 4 under. Bryson DeChambeau is done. He was 1 under on the day. He's at 4 under. Pavon tees off at 158. He's at 3 under. Rory was 2 over today. He finished off at 3 under. And then you have a couple other good rounds. Hideki Matsuyama, he's at 2 under. He's 4 under on the day. And Pendrith is 2 under. He's 3 under on the day. Other than that, that's really about it. The evening wave is getting started. Let's see. Tiger hasn't teed off yet. Tiger tees off in a little bit.
I just steal him.
And I'm looking for Mickelson. Ooh, did he
He didn't make that.
Oh no, he tees off at 136. He's at +9. Oh, we got some big uns. We got +14.
Whoa.
Now, if Brooks Koepka was +14, then he'd make it. But at even par, he hasn't done anything yet, right? Anything.
They just showed
And he
bogeying.
who?
Spieth.
Yeah. He hasn't done anything, and he is in a tie. Hold on.
I think it was 30th or 40th.
No, 19th. He hasn't done anything yet. So, he's in the thick of it, dude. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Look at
In
this.
fact, I would be willing to say at the end of the day, whoa, Thomas Dietrich now 6 under. At the end of the day,
I don't know who this guy is. Will Zalatoris.
Oh,
Will
yeah.
Zalatoris, he's very little. He's built like, you know who he's built like?
He looks like
Dan Day. Blonde-haired Dan Day.
Does look like Dan Day. I was gonna say he looks like Happy Gilmore's caddy.
Yes.
Looks like.
Yes, that's who he looks like. Happy Gilmore's caddy.
We'll take a quick break.
Not the old guy, the kid. The first
the kid.
The kid, not when the old man, the bum that ate the crackers that he was marking his ball with. No, not him.
Take a break. We'll play a little You're Dead to Me before we close things out today. Back after this.
WQ
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy.
Yeah, yeah, baby. Hey.
We'll take you guys up until 2. If you missed any of today's show, get the Odyssey app. You guys can listen to us on Rewind. You can subscribe to the Tobin and Leroy podcast on all podcast platforms. And, of course, you guys can go back, watch clips and the full show. YouTube, our ad is at Miami560 WQAM. Follow us there, subscribe there, and also on Twitch. That's where you guys can get in on the chat. Appreciate all our Twitchers and YouTubers who join us and the callers today, the callers with Cat Fever. It's been a fun show. These are definitely my favorite shows to do in radio after big hometown wins, big celebrations, getting the goosies. Makes me happy, Leroy.
By the way,
yep,
those aren't Tiger Woods shirts.
Oh, the ones I sent. Oh, that's what I was saying.
Where'd you wait? Did you send them in the chat?
Wocio? I don't remember.
Comments. Let me see.
It's the same thing, dude.
It's just like
did you text it? No,
No,
I'm gonna
I
tell
didn't.
you because I pulled up some stuff. It said Tiger in the woods. I was like, you mother. And there's one with just a big ass tiger on the chest.
Yeah, that was the one that I saw. That was like 19.
No, that's not Tiger Woods.
Come on.
First of all, Tiger Woods ain't never had a picture of like a tiger on any of his stuff.
I don't get it though. You're right. I went to his website. I don't understand why they don't sell his stuff. That's strange.
It's like, and the crazy thing is like, listen, what is it called in Sunday Red?
Yep.
Let me explain something to you. Tiger is the mover of this. You better have something that shows that it's Tiger's wear on your clothes. If not, nobody cares.
Get blue polos for a lot cheaper.
Right, exactly.
Let's hear a little bit from Matthew Tkachuk. Yesterday, he was on Sports Center after the victory with Scott Van Pelt. Here is Chucky as the Cats are 1 win away.
We didn't get to our game like we did in the first two. That second goal, I probably was caught running around a little bit, trying to lay some hits. And then the third one was a good play. It was a good tip, but we did a good job for the most of it, keeping them on the outside. Bobby made some saves we needed to. We had, some looks around their net, but at the end of the day, we knew they were going to come out in the third with everything they had and full on press. And, when you have a 4-1 lead, it's natural to, even though you don't want to do it, it's natural to, play a little bit more defensive minded, but we can't do it that much. We just got to stick with our game and we'll be happy with it.
Of course, in game 2, Sasha Barkov takes a big hit. We in the media didn't know for sure, what his availability be, but your captain gets a massive goal. How do you quantify what that man provides to your group?
He's everything for us. He's our captain. He's our leader. He's such a great competitor. And going down late in game 2 in a 1-goal game, you never want to see that. But it was great to see him out there skating with us today and ready to go for tonight. And I thought he was so good. Again, like he's been all playoffs and all year.
Sam Bennett, visiting with Emily Kaplan, talked about the will of your group. You said you got 23 dogs. We're looking around in the eyes of a group, and you think about will. What's that mean in your mind, Matthew?
It's the do whatever it takes. We make it. They make it 4-3, and we were so calm on the bench. Like any other team or a bunch of players maybe would be feeling the pressure at that point. We almost calmed. Got calmer as that period went along, which just speaks to our desperation. It speaks to our competitiveness. It speaks to, the will. It do whatever it takes at this time of year, especially now.
Yeah. Matthew Tkachuk yesterday on Sports Center. That's a little psychotic, but I like it.
It's I just think it's really cool that message, no matter who's saying it, it's very consistent, right? That's a rare thing in sports, right? And it's easy to do. And keep in mind, That's easy to do when you're winning, right? But they've also been this way when things weren't going as good.
Sure.
So
Even get down in a series,
right?
Not much of that this run, but even when there was, didn't phase them.
And the thing is that we know that that's consistent, but other people will look at that situation and say, "Oh, they're just doing that because they're winning." No, not at all.
They don't practice today, according to Will Manso. They are doing some media. Everybody, same message. Nothing earth shattering there. But they, what to their credit, what's helped with that too is you had the crazy ass travel that they had to deal with, all the headaches.
They probably need the damn rest.
Yeah. So
can you rest though? Like, you think they can rest if they like? How much rest are you going to get when you're one game away from all of your dreams coming? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you're going to be so antsy, and I'm just wondering what they're doing to just, and maybe they, it's some truth to that they're so laid back, they have so much fun together that they just go out somewhere, have a good time, or play cards or whatever, and just hang out and actually relax. But you be so fired up.
I wonder how they map out the days of the cup. Everybody gets their day with the cup. Who gets first day?
Well, here's the problem. Everybody's going to go home.
You mean like to Finland?
Barkey
gets it first, right? I think the longest tenured Panther gets to pick his day.
That's interesting. Yeah, I wonder how that goes. Man, and Paul Maurice too, dude. This has been around forever.
Oh yeah, for sure. Woo. For sure. We heard him say, I think while you're on vacation, it's like 35 years around this thing. I could use one.
Yeah, that's wait. But Tobin, that's exactly how he said it.
That's their point.
He says, I got to tell you, 35 years chasing this thing around, I can use one.
He cries? Too much man.
No.
Gotta cry.
Can I ask a question?
He pulled off a little smile and everything during the broadcast yesterday.
Can I
was surprised.
Can I ask a question? When you spend your whole life trying to get to a place, busting your ass to get there, why are you crying when you get there? You expect it to be there.
The only way is maybe he has a couple of
tears,
if he has a couple drinky poos could get you a little emotional.
Leroy, you ever cried for joy? You ever had a joyous?
No, we've had this. Leroy's not a joy crier.
Sick of this.
No, I'm not.
Leroy judges us for crying.
No, I don't. I don't judge people for crying. I don't judge people for crying.
I haven't cried since the end of Creed.
Hey, now I will say this: a movie will kick my ass every now and then. It just catches me off guard.
What was that movie that we saw with the Rihanna song?
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Oh. At the end, when I said
that was hurtful,
and it was setting up right. I'm like, oh, who's the little kid? Oh no! Oh,
When's that kid grow
Damn
up?
you, Rihanna! Yeah. Damn you! I was watching it. I think I went with Rebecca, and I was just trying to like.
Leroy wins a Rose Bowl and sleeps on the bus home.
Panther
gets like, okay, cool.
But here, it's like this. Like when you go into something having the confidence to win, right? And you win, right? Like I'm more of a see, I told y'all. Like I wasn't like, oh no, I won. Like not shocking, right? I get more hurt.
You can't control those emotions. You just can't.
Yep, I'll like. Let's see.
Oh no.
The last time that wasn't a movie, I think that was because damn, she's so little. I hope I don't fumble her. Right?
Yeah.
I was terrified. It's tiny. Babies are tiny.
Babies are tiny.
Oh,
you think anybody puts a baby in the cup and new babies around? Didn't somebody just had a baby on the Panthers?
Wasn't it Montour?
You think Montour just had it? That baby's going to the cup.
Baby in the cup.
Put him in the cup.
Fit in the cup.
It places the baby in the cup.
Play a little "You're Dead to Me" to close things out next.
This
You're dead to me. All right. Let's bury some people. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. Hey, Zeus. Easy one would be Leon Draisaitl. I feel like we've kind of beaten that one to the ground. So he's still dead to me. He's a bum, but it's not who I'm burying. Who's dead to me? UFC 303.
Yep.
Pour one out. Conor McGregor. Dead to me. Bum. Bad week for Connors, huh? Conor McDavid, Conor McGregor, Conor McDeuce. Conor McGregor cannot fight at UFC 303. Injury. And so his fight with Michael Chandler, who's got to be thinking of something. What the hell is this mother bleeper going to fight?
Did they say that's the first time he's ever backed out of a fight because of injury?
First time he's ever pulled out. Yep. First time it's a known thing for Conor. He has never pulled out of a fight. And now we're getting a decent fight. I mean, but it ain't Conor McGregor fight week with.
You know what I hate? You never know what the injuries are.
Yeah, but I get that because you don't want a guy attacking your injuries. You know, that's kind of the idea. Like, it'd be nice with football, right?
No. Football's different, right? Football's different. Like,
you prefer people not knowing where you were hurt.
I prefer people not knowing in football. Yes, they pretty much put a X on the injury. But what I think about with fighting is that, like, without really knowing the real reason of why they backed out of it, they just go injury. They don't ever tell you what it is. And I think that if you go legitimately back out of a fight, you know, it's like football. If you legitimately don't play that week, then we need to know what the injury is.
Yep. Well, he has not fought. July 21 was when he lost to Dustin Poirier, snapping his leg. So we will be past 3 months by the time he gets back in the octagon. They replaced it with Yuri Prochazka fighting Alex Pereira for the light heavyweight title. Good fight, but you know, oh my God, it's raining sideways. Diego Lopez, Brian Ortega is the new co-main, you know, and then Carlos Ulberg is no longer fighting Jamal Hill. He's going to be fighting our boy Anthony Smith, friend of the show.
Oh, okay.
Lionheart. So UFC 303, you're dead to me. You're dead to me. I'm still gonna watch, but you know, I'm disappointed. Leroy.
You know, after 4 hours of doing a show, I have come to the conclusion that on Friday, you two knuckleheads are dead to me.
Why?
What? You would even suggest that a person of Brooks Koepka's stature would fold up shop just to see a hockey game.
No.
It's kind of borderline embarrassing.
Not just a hockey game. A cup.
No, it doesn't matter.
A CC, dude.
What's a CC?
Cup clincher.
Oh my God. And you wonder why you're dead to me? You want to know why you're dead to me? That right there.
You fell right through that, Leroy. You fell right through that.
Wait. Why does everybody? Did you know what CC meant? J-Fig, that you're sitting here saying you fell for it? You just didn't say that.
You could have waited till Marcos.
You didn't know either.
No, I knew it was a cup clincher.
No, you didn't.
That was common
Stop
knowledge.
lying.
In the hockey world, everyone knows what CC
Oh
means.
my goodness.
We're not lying.
No,
we
this
we
guy
already
throw-
know.
wait, this guy throws out initials every day. You had no idea what CC meant. Come on. For all I know, he could be talking about Chris Carter.
Look, there's a TAP for everything.
Caitlin Clark.
He's
Well,
right.
who knows?
You got to tap into a TAP.
Absolutely. It's time and place, Leroy.
I like to punch you in your MOUF. Mouth.
Clean
You
out the
see what I mean? Look, you wonder why. What are we doing? All day. Hear me out. Then he tries to get me to stop talking with his ridiculous by saying, wait. Hear me out. No. There is a stop interrupting Tobin. Why? I know what's coming. It's going to be ridiculous and I'm going to get mad and everybody wants me to let you do it.
J-Fig?
All over again. I know.
Who's dead to you?
All right, guys. Well, you already know that yesterday the Kansas City Chiefs received their Super Bowl rings.
Yep.
And while they were very beautiful,
Ooh.
very nice. I'm very proud of you. Yeah, whatever. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not so happy with this one little thing that happened. They made a mistake on the ring.
What do they do?
Can you spot the mistake, Leroy?
Oh my God, they put the Kansas City United.
Okay.
Supposed to be the Kansas City Chiefs.
No, what's the mistake, JVIC? I don't see it.
Oh, they beat Miami. They didn't beat Miami. Oh, that was just the playoffs.
That was the freezing game.
Okay,
so you're closer. It is about Miami though.
Seeding?
The seeding. They
What was
decided to
Miami?
pick us while we were down.
We were
Instead of
6.
we were a 6th seed.
Oh, who cares?
Oh, and they put us as 7.
No, because why do you gotta go ahead and kick us while we're down? Why do you have to go ahead and just decide to throw
Who
us
was
back
the
a
7th
little
seed
more?
last year?
Huh?
Wait, you know what? Can I just say this?
You had one job to do a ring. You had enough time to.
Can I just say this?
Wow.
That's the first time ever on a ring that they put the seedings of the teams. Ever.
And when you do, you
A
mess up.
little bit of overkill in the deets.
Right.
No one cares, clearly.
Nobody cares because that's underneath the ring. Your
Well, not only
finger is
that,
blocking that.
You guys, they made it less impressive because you want to beat the higher seeds if you're going to put the seeds. Losers.
Really?
dude.
Give me that. Give me a ring and give me that mistake. I'll be okay. You clowns.
Well, you know what? You're dead to me, you clowns.
Dead to me.
Leave
dude.
us out of it.
You know what? It's the Chiefs becoming a lot like Taylor Swift. You know, overkill. Too many songs.
Okay,
Too many
you know
beats on the.
what? Don't make me piggyback off Leroy's dead to me.
You're not
I
gonna.
will.
Oh no! You see now? How does it feel, Jennifer?
will.
How does it feel? How does it feel? It hurts, doesn't it? It doesn't feel good, doesn't it? Look
That
at
was a
you.
little
You getting
sting,
all up in
little
your feelings
sting.
now. They said something Taylor Swift, but you like, oh Leroy, he gets you every time. No, how does it feel?
I don't sound like that.
Yes,
So,
it does.
Oh,
nor do I do these little hand movements, okay?
I'll tell you who does sound like that though.
Jeez.
The women on Love Island US, which I've really gotten into now because they have Ariana Madix as the host.
Well, you hate it because there's no accents.
Well, they have an Australian and they have a Brit in there, but it's just not enough. And I gotta tell you, we're just a crass people. We're a crass people. You know.
Wait, so how do they sound like?
Hey, Janae, you want to go talk? That's not how you're supposed to do it. We'll have a chat, Janae.
Who wants to have a chat after that?
I'll tell you another thing too. The U.S. people very sensitive by people on their initial couples. Like they get very territorial. You know, and the Brits are like, it's early days. You know, just talking. It's just a bit, ooh. You know, that's how they sound.
What?
what?
Frog Boy, what do you got?
My dead to me goes to a team that had one job and one job only, dude. If you're gonna get rid of the face of the NBA, and if those guys are gonna get rid of the most unstoppable force in basketball, it was for one reason and one reason only: to ensure that these Boston Celtics don't win a championship. And what do you do on the biggest stage, Dallas? You choke. You lose game after game. You blame the refs. You flop around. You're embarrassing yourself. Kyrie's arguing with fans. I'll see you in game 5. I'll see you in game 5. Maybe.
Damage is done.
Maybe, dude. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Based off how you're playing, it doesn't seem like that's going to come to fruition. And your streak against the Celtics continues, Kyrie. I believe it's up to what, 16 losses?
Yeah, you can't win in Boston.
Cannot win in, around, or anywhere near a Boston Celtics jersey. And they've ruined America's time watching basketball. It's been a horribly rated
How many
NBA
people are
finals.
actually watching this?
Exactly, dude. The ratings are going to pandemic time. and even further than that, it is atrocity for basketball for these Dallas Mavericks to choke the way they have. So therefore, they're dead to me.
You're dead to me. Bum.
Emphasis on bum.
Man. Well, what a show it was today, everybody. Panthers. Can't thank you enough, man. This has been an incredible run.
You.
Yes, it has.
Love you. We love you, Panthers. And tomorrow night, everybody get your mind right.
Yeah.
All right, for a CC. All right. And we're gonna have ourselves a Saturday night. All right. We're gonna have ourselves a Saturday night.
A CC
We told
on
you
Saturday night.
and Edmonton, you have nobody to blame but Leon Draisaitl for this, because we were gonna be gentlemen. All right. I called cats in 5.
It's true.
We're going to be nice to them.
We were gonna be gentlemen. We were gonna be gentlemen and ladies to Edmonton, a polite people, a nice people. But unfortunately, Leon Draisaitl ruined all that for you. And now I'm going to Home Depot to go get a new broom, because I need a broom for the celebration that's coming on Saturday night. It's going to be a time, Leroy. It is going to be a time. And then we can start talking about roots and celebrations and what that's going to be like, and drinking out of the cup.
Roots.
And yeah,
Can we
parade
reunite with the cup again? Is that going to happen? What's
I
going
don't know.
on?
I don't know. I think it's going
Who
to be
can I
pretty
call?
busy. I think it's going to be busy, J-Fig. It's going to be busy traveling all over the world. Finland, Russia, Canada.
I thought we were the new Finland.
We are little Finland, but I still think Etu Luostarinen and Lundell and Mikkola and Barkey, I think they all want to bring it, give Finland a little taste.
Man, how about this? The Stanley Cup would be in Finland more than it would be in Broward, because ain't nobody from here.
I mean, unless Barkey's just like, he's going to FaceTime his parents and he's like, you know what, I'm staying in Boca. Nah, he's got to bring it back. They're going to be heroes, dude.
Kachuk is going to Kansas City.
What?
Isn't Kachuk from Kansas City?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Isn't?
Although I think
Missouri.
he really claims Arizona. I think is like where he really claims his.
I've heard more Arizona than anything else.
But he, listen, the Kachucks are going to party, and then he can rub it in Brady's face.
What about it? The dad? The dad looked like he gonna have himself a day.
Would you judge him if he starts crying?
Who? The dad?
Yeah.
No, happy for his son.
Yeah,
Exactly.
happy for his son.
I said happy for others is different than, like, if his dad cried if he won the Stanley Cup, I'd be like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's just like when I was happy for Adonis Creed, like that's what I was happy for.
Dude, that's fake emotion.
Not the same thing.
Right. And like, can you cry when you know the outcome of a movie?
I didn't know the outcome of a movie. I didn't know what was going to happen.
It's been the same type of movie for the last 30 years. Get your ass kicked in the first 10 minutes of the movie, setting up for a fight. Now you got to go do some rough home back house training and then come back and win.
Not the same, dude.
It's been change the guy, same scenario for the last 30 years with Rock.
Not Creed 3. Creed 3 had already made it. And then he loses a street fight, and then he has to come back and beat his childhood.
Is that the same
rival?
When Rocky and Tommy Guns?
That's what I was going to say. Did you cry during Rocky?
All of them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Especially Rocky 5.
I haven't even seen Rocky.
Touch me and I'll sue.
What? That's a cool line in that movie.
Oh, it's a great line. And then you know what Rocky does? What? He hits him, and then he goes, sue me for what?
Okay.
Tough.
So it wasn't
Boxed
Rocky.
in.
It wasn't
Tough.
Rocky, right?
No, Rocky. It was what the hell was the guy's name? Something Duke. It was something Duke.
Yeah,
And,
because remember he was the fake Don King.
he was the fake Don King. The fake Don King. He goes, touch me and I'll sue. And Rocky knocks him out, and he goes, sue me for what? It's a Goosey's line.
Wow.
Dude, your movie history can't be centered around one character.
I mean, this may be the best character ever developed. I don't like it.
You gotta know about Frankie Fear. Tells that to Tommy Gunn. You gotta take your fear. You gotta use it.
Get out of
Frankie
here.
Fear.
Please stop. You're making us lose all the goosies.
House of Dragon on Sunday.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Do I have to watch it, or can I give it a couple of weeks?
The Dragon
I like
Show?
watching 2 or 3 in a row.
Nah, I'm gonna put you on a limit because you be putting us on limits.
If you okay, but you can't get mad at spoiling it. Like you can't get mad at me if I spoil it by accident.
Then I'm gonna watch it. Then I'm gonna watch it. Then I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it then, because I'm OG spoiler. I'm surprised you didn't ask me about that in your Tickle My Fancy, because there's not gonna be any sports.
I forgot.
Forgot. You had the rundown, jackass. Why did you? The rundown. The rundown. You wrote the rundown. Should you be aware?
Well, that's not how the rundown works. That's not how the rundown works.
That's how it works.
That's not how the rundown works.
He knows.
That's not how the rundown works. But you're lashing out. But I'm
Lashing
gonna
out.
excuse it. I'm gonna excuse it because we got a CC tomorrow.
CC.
Andy Crowder.
Why are you egging him on? See, this is what I hate. I hate when he gets on the little run, and you two, especially Jennifer. Listen, I don't like you from Frog Boy, but when you start getting in on the fun,
Me and Marcos, we're like a silly sauce Duncan Robinson Bam Adebayo on the dribble handoff.
and then old Duncan Robinson standing in the corner. Woo woo, woo woo. You're Duncan Robinson, by the way.
Talk to you guys on Monday.
This isn't the Oprah Winfrey Show. My feelings don't matter.
Typical rat behavior.
Because who's going to get past Bob? Like, that's the real question. It's easy.
This is a monumental moment in my life.
The lily pad there, Frog Boy.
I just licked my skin.
The number